Hello and welcome to Holding Action. You guys did really good there. The show where the chaos and combat is controlled by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. We are set to get into some fun, some fanfare.
All right.
Oh, so you got like some practice rolls going already.
Alright. Practice rolls don't mean anything because there's like no dice juju.
I mean,
it's not even a thing.
You're theoretically getting better with each roll though, so like you're practicing.
You're practicing rolling.
Your ability to roll dice in an efficient manner.
Yeah, I mean, I still...
Thank you for joining us on this
have it.
splendiferous eve. We are set to pick up from the persistent campaign, the events thus far, and we will get into that in just a moment. However, before we do, we have what is perhaps, in my humblest of opinions, the most exciting, the most deliberately awesome.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know we were kicking it over to me today, but you know.
And with that being said, we want to give an extremely huge shout out to all of our supporters, everyone who has backed and helped this be a thing that is a thing. Everyone who has been here for the thing while it's a thing. Y'all the best. However, in this particular microcosm of time, we have a standout fan, a supporter who has absolutely been incredible along the ride. One of our longest subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. King Clancy, the one and only, actually put in a lot of time and effort to prepare something extremely wonderful for us.
He doesn't have a spell, so you're going to know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's got a
Prestidigitation. Thank you so much to King Clancy. I'm going to kick it over to Skadi to unveil the massive goodness there.
It's so rare we kick it over to me. It's weird.
It is probably.
Okay, so, yep, King Clancy made a thing, and it's really the best thing ever. I reserve that voice for very few things.
But now's the time.
Okay. I don't know why it's Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing. It works. Sure.
So, I'll take this apart a little bit. So this is gin. It's a little tiny gin that Is holds in his basket. Is needs to be painted still, which our wonderful Hara is going to do. But he holds them in his little basket. There you go, not Mama, because no.
Guardian.
Yeah,
and then here, he made his own little blue elf doll. It's supposed to be Walker. He's got, I say supposed to be because it is Walker, but this is Is's interpretation of Walker.
Like the 1960s, like...
That's so crazy.
Van.
It's so crazy.
With the mustache
Easy Rider
beard.
Walker.
It's the Freddie Mercury version that they had in the Feywild.
And then it's
Like the Dennis Hopper.
Look at how fucking cool that is. That thing is so fucking cool.
And he is ripped.
It's really hard to see. Yeah, but he's like the muscle structure and everything.
They'll
He's
put
got
pictures on Twitter.
A few thousand more fans
pack.
like that, and we'll get you high-def cameras and imagery. But, you know, as it stands right now, that is...
Pictures.
I will post them on Twitter, but when it's painted.
It's super fucking sweet.
You can do both.
I could do both.
For all of the 80s and 90s kids that are in the chat, if you remember Inhumanoids, like the 80s toy line where the rib cage opened up and you put an action figure
Like
in
the
there.
dollar store, like little knockoff
I mean, it was,
ones?
no,
Okay.
it was like
You're talking
actual
about the
line.
actual Inhumans.
The actual line of the Inhumanoids.
Okay.
That's what I immediately go to for this gigantic and it's fucking amazing.
So for right now, I'm still like having a serious debate on where I'm going to keep this when he's all done. Like if it's going to be on the table here, if I want him in my office at work.
You're going to take a picture of him and frame it.
He's got to stay here with us.
Oh, I could put it on the wall next to the painting you painted me.
Yeah, we had this discussion.
Yeah, okay. And then, well, but also like my office upstairs, like, I don't know. Anyway.
Another picture.
That's
King Clancy, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
King
beyond
Clancy.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's out there. If you or anyone you know is a talented artiste, we've got a lot of cool stuff that we've seen thus far from people who are super supportive.
Painstakingly crafted over numerous amounts of tens of hours or I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to spend 8 hours at work and be like, you know what, I'm going to throw some bits at the stream tonight. Like, that's cool. That support is, like, super dope. But if you're also like, you know what, I'm going to spend 8 hours drawing this thing up, that is equally as cool And if not, it's something that I can put on my wall, and that money is just going to go towards food and or equipment for the stream. So, with that being said, that is a whole different level of cool. King Clancy, thank you so much.
Doug.
Sildari's out here dropping it like it's hot. In love with the majesty that is the awesomeness. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sildari, I mean, I almost want to say like, oh, Sildari is so great. Like, I'm used to it, bro.
Yeah.
Not even.
No,
I'm not.
Sildari's awesome.
I don't wait. We're hyping up Sildari. I thought it was blame Sildari. I thought that's what.
It's blame Sildari for all the also amazing support that he has been offering us.
Oh, that context makes it much different.
We went off the rails, but I'm glad that we did. King Clancy, thank you so much for that amazing gift. Yes.
When do we not go off the rails?
Also true.
Thank you so much for that amazing gift. Sildari, thank you for your continued support. To everybody who is hanging out, thank you guys so much for being here.
Massive brett to you.
Yeah. A brett.
Nice.
No,
and then a brett to your mama.
That was better.
Yeah.
Family friendly show.
Exactly. You know what it is.
It ain't no
Jamie's
family
not here
without
now,
that
I
mama.
don't think, Jake.
I mean, I already dropped the like alternative
went for it.
frick bomb.
Yeah.
So
that is a thing. With that being the case, a huge thank you to everybody again. And I think it is time to pick up from the events and dive right in. I mean, we'll work out the timing. We'll figure out what the timing is going to be, and we'll get there, and then it'll be like a thing.
Sure.
Anyways, that's the best segue.
yeah.
Last time on Holding Action, the group had made good their descent into the Underdark, learned, studied, and examined and investigated to find out what they could about the fabled story of the brothers Veer and Grable. Turns out that Veer, a powerful arcane caster, was killed while escorting a king on a safety escort mission. His brother Grable, making a deal with Vesserow to bring them back, as the two former Guardians of the Line had now come under the influence of a common thread curse that seems to be affecting former Guardians. During this process, the group eventually navigated their way through a dangerous Lich's lair into the pocket plane concealing the location of their fifth and final, as far as they are aware, Pillar of Heaven, one of 5 magical objects meant to be combined to some yet unknown or specifically undefined purpose. The group went through a very hard-fought battle, killing Veer in the process, his cursed form lying headless on the plateau of a lava-infused pit. Grable just having recovered from his arcane suspension, thanks to a great number of well-placed spells from the group and protective spells as one of Veer's last acts to protect his brother. However, upon Veer's death, the protective aura of the resilient sphere dropped around Grable. But before he could recover, gain his wherewithal, and resume his attack on the party, a combination use of one of the already awakened pillars, an enhanced use of the Remove Curse spell, seemed to suppress the curse long enough for Grable to perhaps listen to reason, a former Guardian of the Line being addressed by current Guardians of the Line. More concerned with his brother than any allegiance, the group quickly made good on their promise to try and attempt to bring Veer back, and in so doing, also used for the first time the Pillar of Rebirth, successfully by a factor of 0. Mm-hmm. The roll brought Veer back to consciousness, and a tender and loving moment was had where Veer and Grable were reunited without the lingering cloud of their curse. Knowing a great deal more about the curse than the current group does, however, Grable knew such an enchantment was hard to suppress. He knew that the group in front of him did not likely possess deity levels of removing curse magic, and in an effort to try and prolong the opportunity and time his brother might have, took his own life, and in the process activating and awakening the Pillar of War, worn by Skadi. Veer, devastated and recovering from his resurrection, seemed to be bolstered somewhat by the removed drag of a second curse lingering nearby, the focus of the curse removal, now solely on him, seemed to regain his strength, even if his mind was still lingering on his lost brother and the events that unfolded, but eventually was able to resume casting magic in his more human form, leaving the group his staff and disappearing to some unknown location. The group searched, pillaged, and in the process destroyed a revealed statue of what they believed to be Vesero, the Exalted Burning One, the Lord of Fire. Statue crushed and crumbled into a sundering debris. The group eventually found what they had needed and decided to make bed for the night. Then, they decided to start going through their relaxation process when they heard a knock at the door.
Never a good sign.
You never know. You never know. The group opened the door to reveal a cloaked figure standing in front of them, turned facing away, who pulled down his hood to reveal the one broken horn, the white scaly skin, and identified himself as Dagalon, Hera's maybe daddy. It's not maybe baby, it's just like maybe daddy.
And daddy is a weird, it holds a weird connotation now.
For
Possible
yeah.
papa?
Yeah. So, you now see Dagalon just having entered the magnificent mansion. Him telling you that there is not much time, something must be done, asking to come in. And he stands there before you looking both frantic and worried. So, finger guns. What happens next?
I think I opened the door. Is that right? Either way, I'll stand in front of the doorway with my sword out. Somebody check.
I'll pull out the eye.
So, as you are bringing the gem of seeing up to your eye, the kaleidoscopic vision of Dagalon's form materializing through the enchantment.
Rolling early.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me.
Her or me?
Hera.
Okay.
Yep.
Just a straight wisdom check.
Yep.
Jackie, a straight wisdom check.
Tell me.
It's a 19.
Okay. So, as you are holding your dagger out in front of you, cautiously waiting for the scimitar, cautiously awaiting the thumbs up from Skadi, you actually see Dagalon move forward, and this kind of arcane brushing begins to come in front of your face as this massive weight almost like slaps your hand out of the way. And as he begins moving towards you, almost aggressively, he wraps around you, holds you very tight. Maleth.
Hi.
What do my blue elf eyes see?
It does appear, from everything you can gather, the physical form matches the revealed visage through the gem of seeing. This is what you recall as Dagalon.
You survived.
Yes, just barely.
I'm gonna peek over. Okay. Then I'll push him inside and shut the door. I want to look around first before I completely close it. Anybody behind him?
Make a perception check.
Obviously not the lich.
Natural 20.
It's quiet and still. The heat and ambiance of the
See one more finger.
infernal layer. You still hear the bubbling lava, the moving parts and apparatus of the lava flows trickling down rock, the movement therein with the hazy air sort of obstructing your distance level view, but you don't see any noticeable or noteworthy sights.
Okay, fully shut the door. Feel kind of awkward.
I don't know what.
You from Fire Shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you have many questions, and I would like to be able to answer them for you.
Do you want a taco bar?
In a moment, perhaps.
Just get it started.
Yeah.
How hurt does he look?
Doesn't appear hurt. He seems okay for the time being, at least.
Okay, he's just scruffy.
He looks a little disheveled for sure. His robes are kind of torn. There's definitely blood on a lot of his clothing, but it's in a number of different colors, and a lot of it's dried. It's not his blood necessarily.
Yeah, Dragonborn Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Come in, sit down, I guess.
I've rested long enough.
Are you Hara's father?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
I'd like. Thank you.
I am Dagalon Agraleth.
That's not Hara's last name.
You don't know my last name.
No.
Not in fact, perhaps, but...
Wow, that just took me back. You don't know my last name.
What's my middle name?
Y'all just know me as Hara.
Told us your name was Mama.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
Mehelet's father.
All right.
That's cool.
It's a big week
So
for Hara.
nice to actually meet you.
It's a big week for Sproigins.
Well, we had a brief exchange.
Yeah.
Perhaps too brief.
It's nice to say, like, proper hi.
I'm sorry. I would be happy to explain now, and I will more later, but I come here out of desperation. It seems our original plan does not have the effect we would have hoped.
What plan? What effect were you hoping to have?
And who?
And what?
I assume I know who the who is.
Where?
Okay.
Cover the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What were you doing on that island?
We were tasked with a very specific mission. The Wolf of the Nine Plains continued to rage, and the demons learned of the existence of 5 pillars of heaven on the material plane. Under lock and key, hidden by individuals who were no longer to be trusted. Davanik Erethand would likely pass these items to his son, who would one day become king. And we had reason to believe this was not a good thing.
Why?
I'm given to understand you already know the answer to that. He does not have the heart of a guardian within him.
Erethan or his son?
They are both Erethand, are they not?
Did we ever know what the king's name was? First name?
Not his first name.
The Dalliancy Erethand, if you will. A weak man, cared about his people, but plenty about himself. His son, Anthony, certainly to be susceptible to threats, bribery, or both. We had to steal the artifacts, hide them. Your father had too. I had one, and we had to recover 2 more. One involved stealing it directly from the fancy lad, Erethan King. We were a bit reckless in our youth.
I would say that still stands now.
We were given this mission by a Solar, one of the direct fallen from The enduring one.
Professor.
Yes. And at the end we had the mark put upon us. A powerful curse. And we had seen what it could do. The only opportunity to abstain from making it worse was to separate ourselves from the fate of the Guardians. And as it turns out, you were already chosen before we began. And he told us our curse would bring you down with us.
Yeah, we don't do too well with curses.
I isolated myself to an island where the curse transformed the land around me. Your father drove to war and never stayed in one place, made no connections. Though I've come to understand he has maybe been a little too close at times.
Mm-hmm.
Your father perhaps had it worst of all. He was killed and brought back, but held true to his end of the arrangement.
He was killed?
We have all paid prices. But it seems as if the other side is no longer playing fair either. And if they are going to twist fate around us, then we will corkscrew it right back.
Who killed him?
Someone who was very close to me at one point in time. Someone who remains very close to all of you, in a sense. Your mother. And you. It's been a long time since I've seen you last. And he points directly to the broken horn.
Yeah.
You look small now.
It works.
Ah,
I should hope.
In canon, Avalonia used to be thick.
Sproigins make me thick.
It's not.
Don't ever say that to me.
Is he? You know what? That's
No,
not
you know what? He was
important, old friend.
He was on an island just like you.
I'm given to understand you will always be cursed, and you will always be immune to it somehow. And I don't know what is better than your current existence, if that is death or freedom. But
I don't know if I'm cursed anymore.
well, let us hope you are correct.
Haven't had to find out yet. So,
what name do you go by these days?
Walker.
Sure. Yeah.
Did a lot of walking on the grove.
On the grove.
Yeah.
The floating grove is where we
grove, yeah.
found him.
Oh shit. Good for you, good for you, Walker. Interesting.
Yeah.
Just as well,
Is it true?
I should outline the circumstances. You need to not die, hopefully. Don't do that, that would be bad.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do it again.
Just
Okay.
avoid that if possible.
Okay.
You,
I mean, I also don't want to die.
I would prefer you not fight any longer.
So did her mom ever used to be like good? Because you.
I don't think she was.
I was
ever-
convinced for a time she was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because she looked pretty evil, like standing in front of that machine next to Rectus.
Yep.
Yes. We have limited time and you all have a choice to make.
That's one of the things that we're best at is choosing.
Yes, I had a hunch this would be the case.
Yeah.
People of decisive action, guardians indeed.
Choices are easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
you're
we were
really good at
given
choices.
Two choices. We always
Always make the right choice.
make it quick.
Right away.
Yep.
Where is the boy?
Is he here?
Yeah, he came in. I don't know.
He'd be upstairs at this point.
Yeah.
I thought he came running up from the training room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
So he steps around the
So
corner.
yeah, so he just comes out. Kind of curious to know what's going on, sort of taking it in, pulls out his spear, see everyone else kind of give him sort of
Maybe don't fuck with this one.
Yeah.
sort of lowers his equipment and is passively kind of trying to take in. Good. Okay. We have a chance. The city of Sancterra is under siege. What is left of the Lord's Alliance army is there. They have a planar barrier in place, impenetrable, as long as their mages within can continue to supply it with power. And I do not feel the demons will be able to penetrate it readily, but they will break through eventually. They have a staging ground in Bloodfalls.
Obix is there.
Yes. He is.
We have a direct portal from here to Blood Falls.
We don't know how
Well,
that
we
thing
think
works.
We don't know. We ended up in Blood Falls for a few seconds and
Just
just,
like
came
20
back.
minutes ago.
We'll just put a sword-sized pin in that one then.
Cool.
And we believe that I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your father has been taken prisoner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He pretended to be Letus and
Yeah.
was taken instead.
He went and do some dumb shit, just like he always does.
And then you see Elias kind of take a couple steps back, confused, and maybe it is best we focus on the broad picture for the time being instead of defining the details.
The only question I want is, do you know who has him now?
I believe so, yes.
Who is it? Which one?
He marches alongside a small contingent of demon peons and minions under the command of General Rectus. We believe he is through the Nexus and headed to the World Tree now. He will not be able to open it, but finding him there fortified would mean that you could not either. And that would be more than enough time, I am sure, for him to make his way back.
What is the World Tree?
Ah.
We've just been going real hard for only a couple months here, Dagalon.
The planes that you walk in, they are like seeds that give life to stone and earth, creatures, magic, feelings, love, hate. It all stems from the foundation of a plane as it splits and breaks into its own barrier. Each plane touching one another at all times, always. Never able to cross through except for at specific points or with powerful magic.
All of us.
Look through the eye again, see if it's there.
Powerful magics.
Powerful magics.
Yes.
These planes close in on one another all the time. The ebb and flow of arcane energy passing through them. The World Tree is the point where all of the seeds meet. It's what keeps the walls between them. It's what keeps the doors closed. It's what keeps none disconnected. If the world tree is opened and Vesero controls it, we are lost to whatever plane he so chooses.
Do you know where Vesero is? Is he locked away? Is he where is he?
We believe so. Deep in the plane of none. But the barriers are growing thin. The primal forces, the powerful artifacts you even carry on you, each bit of magic corrupted and twisted with the demon's efforts. He is at bay now, but if they damage the world tree, it will not be long before Vesero's power alone is enough to open a gate.
So then what is your brother doing in Blood Falls?
Causing mayhem?
They hope to finish it, I think.
Finish the war on...
Sanctera is the holy city of Ondala. If there is a major religion or god that is worshipped, gods that are not spoken of in Fire Shield, they are welcome in Sanctera. The energy of the deities, and many of whom died in the war for the Nine Planes, remains in the blood that was spilled on that ground. It is one of the main conduits we have left channeling the material plane, holding the walls. If Sanctera falls, the plane of fire, the Feywilds, the plane of water, everything may spill into this one. And that is to say that even Sanctera can hold it back. They lay siege to the city now, and the people will still need to eat. The staging ground at Blood Falls is on standby, with the infernal engine ready to go as soon as the barrier drops. If that shield goes down for a moment's time, they will be able to get in at a moment's notice.
We are not able to get in, right?
Even I cannot. The magic separating the barrier right now is as powerful as it becomes.
Are we able to communicate with them at all?
Nothing.
Okay.
No magic of any kind may pass through.
Then we're on our own deciding which place to hit.
There are 2 Lord's Alliance generals that remain in Sanctera, and that is it.
Who?
Antar Froom remains there now, I believe.
Of course.
I thought that guy was dead.
Fazio
His
Arzifa
brother.
is stationed there as well, protecting his daughter.
Fazio has a daughter? Wait, no, he said it was in...
Sanctera. She took the priestessship early on. Thought it was the direction for her.
Do you know who Fazio is?
In a sense.
Where's Duval?
Where is Duval?
I only had brief interactions with Duvalenia, and this was over a decade ago. I do not know.
It feels like the same for us.
Perhaps that is how he operates. I could not say, but you have a choice to make.
What's the choice? Blood Falls or what? World Tree?
You
Blood
attack
Falls,
the
World
siege
Tree,
ground.
Sanctera.
Okay, so attack in Sanctera or...
If they see that the demon army that lays siege to the city is under attack, and you have a powerful enough force to make a solid battle of it, they may drop the shield and support your efforts. But you would need more than just the 4 of you. And you would want to make sure that they were not able to use the infernal engine to teleport a great deal of support in. You could attack Blood Falls. That is where the entirety of the Chain Army is stationed. They are the main invasion force, and though there is only a couple hundred of them, they easily account for 1,000 demons. Or you can go try to help me find Snar. He dives deep into the hills looking for the infernal engine.
Yeah, well, when we found it, we also found him. He was on the same plane.
Well, getting to it is not the same as destroying it.
No, but we know how to get to it.
Is it mechanical or arcane? How is it powered?
I think it's all of
It's
that.
a bit of both.
But does it? I mean, does your mother seemed...
I haven't been there in a long time, and I was a kid when I left. They didn't exactly.
Well, no, we saw it.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, according to legend from far before my time, the World Tree originally gave certain fruits to the land. 6, specifically. Eaten by a wolf, a horse, a bear, a turtle, a dragon, and a worm.
That's not your
And a worm?
Kala thing, is it, Skadi?
That's exactly what it was.
A worm.
Like a worm, or like
the ancient
worm.
worm.
It sort of happened thousands of years before I was around, and no one's really able to answer that, I think.
I guess
but
a
Based
worm
on the other creature?
or a worm.
Creatures, I would guess a worm.
Not the verm.
Correct.
it seems as if these fruits transformed these creatures into great, monstrous creatures. Not good or bad, just a new representation of life. The bear became so large it grew to the size of a city. The wolf became the stalker of the plains in between, and the worm became a channel able to tunnel in and out of plains as it saw fit. It seems as if it has been corrupted. The demons now use it for their gain.
How are they going to bring Vesero back? Through this breaking?
I believe they intend to use the arcane, or the infernal engine, to pry the door open. Vesero's strength to rip it wide and fold the plains inside out, and the demon army in the Nessus to remove the resilience that the tree has left while they damage what is left of the arcane support on the material plane.
The engine remains in the hells?
They
Or
have
it's
the ability
movable?
to move it,
Okay.
yes.
I want to
So
pull
is-
out my book. And
Is it in Blood
Go through
Falls
it.
currently, or is it still in the hells?
I do not know. Last we knew it was in the hells, but it could easily have moved again.
Could you do a legend lore on that?
I don't have incense to do.
I'm afraid I do not have many casting components for ritualistic spells. That isn't exactly my thing.
Hara, what about your bones?
I'm sorry, I was reading the book. What?
Could you ask the bones if... Well, I don't know.
Ask the bones if the infernal engine remains in the hells.
Or in Blood Falls, I'm not sure which is the better question.
Well, it sounds like this worm is interplanar.
No,
Probably
The engine.
the engine.
Yeah, the device that they're using to
The thing
essentially
that creates the portals.
break Vesero out.
There's a big ass gross thing that we saw.
I don't know what the better way to ask it is. I mean, if it's not,
Okay, crazy bones.
maybe Blood Falls.
Is the infernal engine in
I don't know.
the hells?
Your bones.
I don't know.
Dagamon looks over kind of curiously.
Because I don't add anything, right? Or do I?
No. It's
Just a straight roll?
Religion check.
Oh, religion check.
Yep.
They are not giving me anything.
Are you interested in the arcane?
Prestidigitation? A little.
Oh,
Yeah. I had
that's good. That's
I
nice.
had other abilities, and then I couldn't, and then I got more. We just got done fighting a bunch of people.
Sure.
So-
Yes. Of course, casting takes it very much.
Yeah,
Out of
and
me.
that's the only thing I can do without resting some that you can actually. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was flipping through the pages, and I definitely need to read this more. Do you know what an echo crux is?
Yes.
Because it says
It's a resonator of arcane energy. It's It's not a what, it is a what.
Sure.
Hello.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. You can create an echo crux. There is not just one.
Well, they're using that to fuel the infernal engine.
It can also be used to destroy it. An echo crux is simply a bubble of arcane magic forcing the amplification of it. You can use them to destroy, or you can use them to create, support, control. It is just an energy source, much like any other, but much more refined, much more powerful.
Well, then maybe we don't need to destroy the engine as much as we just need to steal that to slow them down.
Or use
Well,
it
if we
to just
can-
completely destroy it.
Yeah, if we
Like-
can.
Yeah.
Because then they can't take it back.
I believe that was Snar's plan.
That was what?
Snar's plan.
Dad's plan.
All right. Well, shit. Try looking on your dad.
I can't right now.
Yeah. Yeah. We just got done fighting.
Fear and Grable.
We brought Fear back.
I could
Yeah.
What?
send you a
Fearless.
message.
Grable's dead.
As himself and not as, like, goat guy. Well, he still has that leg.
Okay.
Grable sacrificed himself because he felt the curse returning.
Well, he knew the curse wasn't
You
going
pushed
to
it
stay
back,
away.
though. Yeah.
Right. Same thing that we did for Walker's,
Sister.
Padir's sister.
Advar lives?
No.
She's dead now, but I suppressed the curse long enough for her to.
Be free.
Yeah. So she rests in the glory fell.
I'm sorry, old friend.
It's okay.
I'm also hoping to get Udukbal on our side.
Drostel.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
But we'd have to know how to break such a heavy curse because it hasn't worked for anybody.
Yeah.
Yet.
And I don't know if you know this, but Barrett Hammond has fallen.
Also, we have those 5 pillars.
All 5.
I mean, at least we think.
Well, we have the 5 we were sent for.
I mean, there's 20 something, and we have 5 of them.
A lot have been destroyed though.
Yeah.
We have the 5 that we knew we needed to get.
Let me check something briefly for a moment.
Well, just hold on. Last time
You see him pull out a little copper wire, and he begins kind of coiling it around his wrist and doing these super elaborate hand motions.
Like a strange doctor.
Mhm.
And
a weird medical.
the 4 of you
Mhm.
hear sort of a whisper creep in. I need to speak with all of you without the boy.
Letus, would you mind going up to your room for a couple minutes?
He's
Why would I go up to my room? I don't think I will, actually.
All right.
What's going on?
Some conversation that doesn't I think need to involve a possible king.
I'm not a king.
Right. Not yet.
I'm wanted for treason.
We're
But
wanted
if
for
you're
all
king,
types of
is
shit.
it really treason? Or is it rescuing?
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's still treason.
yes, it's
Definitely still treason.
Definitely still treason.
I think it's dependent on who's in charge.
I thought one of the aspects of this group going forward was that we weren't going to hide things from each other anymore.
Also true.
Right.
And Letus is part of this group.
I guess we can. Deglin, I think, doesn't know obviously everything that we know.
Well, it certainly looks older than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Venus is the son of the late King Arathand.
Oh.
Yep.
So you already know.
Yep. And he's also a solar.
That's new. That's new.
That's new.
Definitely.
His true father, Elgin, is that how you say that? Saved him by sacrificing himself and brought him back as a solar.
I only met him the one time, but he seemed like an honorable man. Well, if that is the case, then I will have you know that you need to figure out what it is you would like to do. I will help in whatever way I can, but my path before me is set out.
What's your path?
I will pursue my old ally Snar, and I will help him in his pursuits to hopefully recover your father. If at all possible, we will get the band back together again.
You carry with you this curse, though.
Don't we all?
What does the curse entail?
You are consumed. Slowly.
Like the other guardians?
Yes. It turns you into your fears, turns you into your angers, turns you into your hate and your resentment.
And do you know any source to get rid of it? Any
Not
clue?
that I'm aware of.
Okay.
What do you want to have happen?
I think we need to sleep because we can't even go anywhere right now.
We talk about things at breakfast.
And we will decide at breakfast.
Because we're not going to act today.
We
anyways.
can't leave. We need at least, like, for some 4, but I need like 8 hours.
And if we are going headstrong into some of our final battles, I would appreciate a night to make sure the Glorifel is aligned for what comes next.
This might be out of the blue, but have you heard of Raynon?
I mean, I know of her, yes.
Have you guys heard of her soul?
I mean, we discovered who she was, if that's what you're asking. What are you asking?
We know that her last location was somewhere in the Hells, but
Does she still live?
Her last location was the Hells a long time ago. It has not been an area of pursuit for her.
I thought it was a long shot, but
Not everything needs to be found.
just thought maybe it would help you.
And I appreciate that, but one way or another, the Glorifel will live. Just have to make sure that it will, is all. It will continue. It did for generations without me. But now that I'm in a position to do good, I want to make sure that I do. So, a night is all I ask.
Alright, well, shit. Who's gonna have taco bar? Alright. Regnon, can you bring out the taco bar?
And immediately, already, it seems like behind him there's a small marching army of sombrero trays kind of marching on out with the little dips segmented and the accoutrement for your taco bar already well underway from your first request. The stuff is set out, laid out on your dining table. What do you guys want to do right away?
Are we in a short rest mode? Because your boy needs to do hit dice.
I mean, you guys still have the potential for a long rest in front of you. If you want to take a short rest, you can. But
I
Well,
need a
are we
long
considered nothing, like we have a period of time here?
right.
Then maybe I'll do some heals here.
I'll do a.
While I'm eating my tacos, I'll read as much of the book that's been written
Okay.
as I can.
I'll do Song of Rest while we're eating.
While awkwardly looking up the dial, I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
I do. It's my only spell slot left, other than some really low level ones. Mass heal wounds
Okay.
or cure wounds at 6th.
So go ahead and mark off your spells. Roll your heals if you are doing any of that. Is anyone else doing anything right away?
Oh man, I hate when it does this.
23, everyone.
Heals 715. How much Skadi?
23.
Make that 24. You get 1 extra.
From what? Oh, your Song of Rest?
Yeah. So D12 and your boy got a 1.
Nailed it. Let's
So
go.
wait, how much do we get?
24 total.
Almost there.
Well,
No, you're not, are you?
shit, Dagalon,
I'm off by like 36.
what's the process of
Wait, that's blocker.
overdoing a Echo Crux?
9 Warlock.
You would want to surround
Thank
it
you.
with a great deal of arcane energy. If you have,
Full health.
I mean, if you have another arcane crux, that would do it for sure. But if you pumped a lot of arcane energy into them, that might also do it as well.
Do you know where the Crux is located on the Infernal Engine?
Approximately. I'm not really super well versed in giant deity level worm anatomy, but I have reason to suspect it can be found. I know of where we can locate one, if not more than one Echo Crux.
Alright, well, that's a good start. Where do we get the 1?
They're not particularly friendly,
Yeah,
but
pretty much everybody we come in contact with is not
there's a very
particularly
close group of
friendly.
elves that reside in the Feywild.
Nope. Nope.
No. There aren't.
Oh,
Well, they have several.
like the big ones? Like the big elves?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Sorry.
The Eldritch?
I mean,
Yes.
all the ones that were at their compound.
Yeah, the whole compound
I blew it up.
under Earth, just completely.
We as a team blew it up.
They're all gone. So where do we get another one?
I mean,
How did you blow up a city?
so we were talking to some pixies.
Papa Pixie.
We just
Oh,
put
no.
another. We just put another one in with them.
One that they gave you.
Correct. All gone. Doesn't matter. Where do we get another one?
Wait, so
Maybe the pixies?
I mean, they gave
Nope.
us the other one.
Nope, not going back to Pixies.
why are you and Papa Pixie are friends now?
That's
I
true.
don't
We do
remember
have
that.
an inn.
Okay. That,
I don't
do you know of
remember.
another place to get
You
one?
know,
Oh.
What?
did
Do
you
you
ever get
remember?
cured from forgetting the Feywild the second time we were there?
No, he modified memory.
Oh!
No. To have that concentrated of arcane energy in a stable form is difficult. I'm not familiar. I know the concepts, but I could not do it myself. I do not know where another could be found other than through ancient and powerful practitioners of magic, or you could attempt to overload it yourself.
So do we need to find Terry?
He's not an ancient practitioner of magic.
I mean,
He's just a weird guy with flasks.
Terry, some kind of alchemical warrior? Or?
he
That's
is...
exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
He's a drifter in metal long johns with juice.
He's
You made that sound super gross.
he's a
He's
really
the-
good guy.
Yeah.
He ended up being sent to the Gloryfell when it was the Shadowfell.
He's a
Try to help
skilled
out
craftsman.
as many people as possible. Every now and again, he gives us things that make absolutely no sense, but
Such is the gift of true genius.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you have time, you should
that
meet
one
this
potion,
man.
and
He
you
is-
just like, and you're like,
He is incredible.
and you just threw that sword right at that guy.
Yeah.
And I went like, I bet he still died.
I'm
Yeah.
intrigued.
And he has never let me down.
That is true.
He's not big enough to pick you
This
up.
is gonna be a weird question, but can I have that letter that you had from your room
Oh,
in the glory fell?
yeah.
Thank you.
I'll presume this is probably your mansion.
Yeah.
I sense some similarities. Sproigins was a little more
Over the top.
elaborate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have a training room?
Yes.
Do you mind if I make use of it?
No, yeah, go right ahead. Maybe just
There's someone down there though, isn't there?
in the training room.
Who?
In this down there?
I don't
No,
know.
this came up too.
Oh, okay.
I think
no.
you left some presents behind.
Yeah,
though.
go ahead.
That's
I think
told him
her.
that was
I
fine.
mean, people
Lava
can share
dog.
rooms.
Yeah, but I mean, there
warn
might
him though
there
about.
might be some basilisk shit in there.
Some basilisk shit.
Yeah,
It's
Are
called
you just
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout.
training?
yeah, it's
Or
shit.
are you looking for a place to rest? I'm sorry, I was reading.
I have a ritual of sorts to perform. It involves the arcane, the fires of combat, and a still mind. It will take me only a short while, but if you have one, a training room is ideal.
I have a. What kind of materials do you need for that ritual?
I need no materials.
Okay.
You need a still mind.
What exactly is it that you're gonna do?
I must strengthen my resolve for what is to come.
Okay.
How?
It is a difficult spell, a difficult ritual, and one that takes much time to learn. And after we get through this, I would be happy to try and teach it to you.
Okay.
I will take my leave only for a moment.
Yeah, training room's just over there.
Yes, I will leave you all with this Walker. It is good to see you again, even if it is concerning to see you again. Okay. What is your favorite song, Bard?
The siren song.
Interesting. Do you also do the thing?
Yeah.
He does a really cool thing.
Interesting. I'm not sure about you yet.
Ditto.
Sometimes his involves a diving bell.
That was pretty good.
Bigby's bell.
Mm-hmm.
So you have been collecting, it seems.
We broke it, but yeah.
You broke it.
Yeah.
The item is indestructible.
Tell that to the.
Throw
Tell that
how
to
many
the
feet?
Yeah,
Like
the-
500 feet in the
500 feet and landed on a
Soul Harbor.
Soul Harbor's head.
Okay.
He did the thing.
Sure, yeah, that is a
We were like,
priceless
look this way.
magical artifact. It is over 900 years old.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was,
definitely broken now.
but
It's we're just a total shit show. That's just
That
gonna
is fine.
no
Save
way
the
worth
save the
between
plane.
Fell into
Artifact?
Walker.
and a Walker soul, and Walker soul was more important.
Oh, so them too. Okay.
What?
Long story. I will find your father. He wishes to be with you as well. And
Oh.
his distance was as foolish as mine. I do not ask for his forgiveness for him, but I would assume we are all somewhat regretful of the path that we were convinced to walk.
Yeah, I'm going to need him to try and earn that
Hopefully he
back.
will get that chance.
Hey.
And Meheleth,
Tag along?
I am very sorry.
Inside check.
When your mother... When I found out about you, I was overjoyed. And when you were stolen from me, I became broken. I had no idea at the time. I would be used by a demon enchantress, and she would sap me of my arcane power. And then she would create a new life for my legacy to live on under the taint of her parentage.
I mean, her parentage didn't really stick, so...
Well, perhaps I was with you longer than I thought.
I mean, it was supposed to be me who killed Snar.
Glad it was not.
Me
That
too.
would be a complicated reunion.
That would be awkward.
This is already a complicated reunion.
But thank you for confirming a lot of things that we had thought.
Well, you're all very smart, obviously.
Yeah, I'll walk you to the training room.
Ah, well, before I go, you see him kind of walking that direction. He puts his hand on Letus' shoulder as he's kind of walking by. You will have to die before it's done, my friend.
He's already died.
Very well. And then you see him walk away.
Now I'll run and catch up to him.
Figure out what that means.
No. Hey, say you guys were in our position, and someone, Fezra approached you with these same choices. What do you think my dad would choose?
Well, I mean, he technically has already chosen. He is... Some say foolish and bravery are two sides to the same coin. Some say bravery is going forward even when you are scared. Some say bravery is simply holding your ground when everyone else takes a step back. Your father thinks bravery involves a great deal of spectacle and a very entertaining show. Fortunately, he's very lucky and good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He hid himself away from you and your mother for many years. I think if he could decide for you, he would tell you to play your lute, to find a woman to marry, to hope against hope that this will all work out and stay out of harm's way. But he cannot make this decision for you. And somehow, I feel you will do whatever it is he would have done anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true. Alright. Do you want me to have Regnans bring you some taco bar? He didn't eat anything.
I will eat when I'm finished.
Alright.
I appreciate your hospitality, and I'm sorry for some of the grave news. We will get him back. He is far tougher than he looks.
Yeah.
Are we nearby?
Yeah, pretty close.
So is Sproigins.
I have no doubt. If you'll excuse me, I'll just be a number of moments.
Yeah.
And he begins kind of segueing down the stairs. Letus is kind of just standing there, sort of thinking to himself, spear now retracted back into its mantle. shield resecured to his back, kind of just standing there thinking, it seems. What do you guys want to do?
I'll go have some taco bar.
Ragnar, is there chicken tacos? Alright, let's go eat.
Oh yeah, definitely chicken. Mm-hmm.
Did you eat all that frost giant, or did you leave some in the...
No, that's gone.
Okay.
I mean, some of it is still down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you
As
know.
fallout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, some of it is still in me. It's like
Ready to fall out?
tomorrow fallout.
Hey, do you guys want to stay here though and eat so we can try to figure out what we're gonna do?
I'm actually not very hungry. All of a sudden. That was a tough night.
Night, isn't it like noon?
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Well,
have no
everything's-
reference
It's
of...
like-
Everything's fucking
Yeah.
dark.
We woke up and went to battle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, you
checks
had like
out.
an hour and a half lead up, but
It's like, you know.
just gonna go maybe take a short nap or something. Read a book.
All right.
Think about some things. I'll join you all soon. Excuse me. And you see him kind of begin marching up the main stairs out of the entryway.
Well, shit.
So you all would know more about the Lord's Alliance. I've never met them. I have no inclination to go help them.
It's not just them. Sanctera is where your mom went. And T.
I wonder if Doug's there. He said that the
such
holy,
a trying
like,
time. Why would you bring up Doug?
he said that the gods that aren't recognized other places
That's true.
are in Sanctera.
I am very sorry,
All hail,
Lord.
Lord and Savior Doug.
I forgot about Doug.
We might need Doug.
Dougie statues everywhere.
We might
Yeah.
need Doug to help us. No?
Do you need me to teach you?
Teach me what?
Teach you how to do? Forget it.
Someone was gonna do it. Like, it's fine that you did, but somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So what is going on? You guys find yourselves
We're talking.
in the dining room here.
I'm gonna be very like distractedly eating fruit.
Okay.
And how much have I read all of this? Yeah.
I mean, short rest is an hour, so.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll say for the sake of brevity, then you all kind of clumsily go through your meal. Hera's reading and nibbling. Skadi is kind of,
Just distracted.
gazing and eating, and you're all able to eventually kind of go through the process of getting enough of a fill to have the actual hunger satiated, but can still kind of consume over the course of your short rest.
I'm assuming that the bones can only be rolled once per day, regardless on if they succeed or fail.
Mhm.
My notes say just success. It doesn't say anything about fail, but that's the presumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's once per day.
Well, does any of those options seem like the best options for any of you?
Well, I don't want.
Well, if we can keep Vesero from coming back at all, that would be my goal. So I would like to work on getting the
Infernal engine?
but the
Echo Crux?
device, yes.
Yeah, same here.
I think we'd be dooming a lot of people. We try to.
Well,
Are
You're
the
talking
assassins?
about dooming a city to save a plane.
But if everybody's dead, what's the point?
But it's one city versus that's exactly it versus the entire plane.
Didn't he say Sanctera, if that fell, that was like a big deal?
Yeah, because it's all that's left of the Lord's Alliance, but I never even met these people.
You met his mom.
Yes, and then if you
And
would like,
you've
I can
met
send a message
T.
to...
They said that nothing would pass through that wall.
We don't
So
know
here's
they're there
the
though
thing.
either.
That's true.
Spillion said that they were.
Uh-huh. That's where they were heading.
Okay, well, I've been reading this book. It says the Echo Crux is what fuels the engine. Rectus is at St. Terra with the siege. Chain is trying to work across Andala. And there's different options that we can do. I don't think we should engage them on open ground because we will lose.
There's a shitload of them.
I think a ton of people are going to die by going to the World Tree. I don't know if we're prepared to go there.
I don't think we were necessarily talking about going to the World Tree.
And we have our dads who are saying they're going to go to the Echo Crux. And I don't know what this curse does.
He was going to go try to find Snar.
And they're going to the Infernal Engine, which is fueled by the Echo Crux. So I would assume...
But he said he doesn't even know where it is.
The Echo Crux and the Infernal Engine?
The Infernal Engine.
We know where it is. We can just tell them.
We know where it was.
Correct.
Yeah, they move it around.
Well, it's partially alive. Couldn't you scry on it?
Yeah, that's going to be using a lot of high-level energy in the morning, though.
All right, so it's a big ass fight in Blood Falls, possibly, or a huge fight in St. Terra, which we're not prepared for. We're more prepared for Blood Falls, possibly. Correct?
We're mostly prepared for sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to sleep before anything.
Right, but we don't need to sleep before we figure out what we're gonna do. Because if I wake up and after 4 hours with not knowing what it is that we're going to do, I'm going to pick something real stupid to do.
Hara, what would you
Sounds about right.
see us do?
I would like to trust our dads to find the Echo Crux and destroy the Infernal Engine. And I would like to start picking off people. Trying to at least... If the engine isn't destroyed, we can't leave all of the people who are still alive back in Vestro to be alive. We need to start destroying the higher-ups.
Mm-hmm.
We know where Obex is. I don't know how easy it would be to get in there to try to catch him unawares and take him out and bounce out.
Especially now that he knows we know.
How
where
big
he
is the chain? Because the entire chain is in Blood Falls.
They said hundreds, but it might as well be thousands based on strength.
Which is why, like, we can't fight him when he knows that we're coming, but I'd like to... I think that would have been a good chance to maybe see how prepared they are, see if we can catch him unawares, and take him out when he's alone.
But he knows we know where he is, like 30 minutes ago.
He didn't see us.
No,
it
but
can be assumed, but they
No,
just know
he
that
didn't.
somebody was there.
I'm pretty sure they knew it was us because they were like, tell Obex. And then you winked at them.
I winked at them, but we're just some randos that aren't them.
Is there...
They know exactly who we are. All of them do.
Do you know enough about the chain to know that if Obex falls, that it would hinder it, or is it just next man up?
I don't know.
Because if
Is that something I would know?
I would say you don't really have an organizational structure understanding of the chain as much as you would recognize any time a war takes place, anyone has the potential to die, and they're clearly replaced. You don't know what the mechanic would be there necessarily or how they would go about that.
So the concern is that if we do sneak in, expend our energy to kill him, what did we really accomplish? If we're going to go that route, I'd like to go after Rectus.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to do that. But if we're going to go that route, that's what we should do. Figure out a way to isolate Rectus and take him down.
The reason why I chose Obex over Rectus is because Rectus right now is distracted by the siege. Obex is in the wings waiting to possibly flood over there when the barrier goes down.
But what about maybe your mother or that sorcerer? Because, I mean, we've run into a lot of big baddies, but they're obviously the ones that are making a lot of this go. They have, like you and me need them. They need the sorcerer and your mother.
I would assume they're probably on their way to the Nessus. if they need power to break down the world tree walls.
Alright, well,
Do you have the energy to scry on anybody right now?
I don't even have the ability to scry on anybody, even if I did, until tomorrow morning. Or when I wake up. Tomorrow, whenever that is.
well, maybe, I don't know if, does anyone...
I personally think that it sounds like the coolest idea of all time of us going and trying to destroy this huge fleshy creature with a couple of our dads. Taking that thing out.
There's the argument that can be made that if we all band together, we're more likely to accomplish the one thing we're doing than if we split up and possibly fail at two.
Well, and Dagalon had said also that we would need some backup, which we have none of.
We
The only
definitely.
people I could think of is if the assassins are anywhere still kicking it. We could pay them.
With what?
Got some bars left.
That money didn't mean anything to them, though.
Money meant everything to them. That was one of the things they're like, give us money. And we're like, we're broke.
Well,
And then they were like, well, then become one of us.
Your
And then we were
friend.
like, hey, we're never going to turn in this bounty to become one of you.
We didn't get around it.
Yep.
And
We have a war going on.
your
So
friend Inigo, his town is still
he's
in ruins.
protecting. And that's right near Blood Falls. Not like right near, but that's...
close.
I mean, there's a mountain range between Tarquaria and Blood Falls, but yeah.
No matter what we choose, we're leaving people to die.
Yeah, well, that can't. The whole thing can't be on us.
So,
I
if we take out the Infernal Engine, we can at least stop the way that Obex and his team can just bounce all over and perhaps back up Rectus
It can possibly
So-
stop sieges from happening everywhere.
altogether.
I understand.
Can we take out... You guys want to go after the Infernal Engine, yeah?
I
I can understand you wanting to go to Sanctera, though. I do, because if they were attacking the Gloryfell, that's where I'd be. So I understand.
So let's take out the Infernal Engine. Try not to completely waste ourselves doing it. And then go and
I mean, I think
destroy
it's going to take
Rectus.
all of Skadi and I's most powerful ship.
Well,
to-
hopefully we can take some dads with us, and they can help.
I just don't think that the small amount of us is ready to take on an entire demon army in either city.
I realized Rectus was like, he's a general, and that we were not at full health, but we got wrecked by one of them.
Wrecked by Rectus.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not
If only
about.
we had something that like you could cast on him and make him dumb. Because I thought he was definitely going to be a lot dumber than he was.
I do have that.
Oh, I do too.
Or if we could get them alone.
We had him alone, didn't we?
Yeah, it was just.
I mean,
him.
there was some little dudes, but we
No,
took
but
care of them
we
pretty
were
quickly.
beat up.
Yeah,
We fought him at half strength to begin with.
2/3.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't he break through after we were taking out some of the...
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6.
I don't want to fight Rectus right now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I
And
understand that.
and like I said, I think if we're gonna go the picking people off route, that's what we should do. But I'm about the Infernal Engine.
Yeah.
But as always, I'm willing to. Sproigins, I can understand if.
As of right now, I have to assume that she's absolutely perfectly safe in the city. And it would be incredibly dumb for me to assume that I can run through hundreds of thousands of demons to save my mom.
We also don't
I
know
wouldn't ask any of you to do that with me.
how much more food they have. Like, they could have another few days worth of food.
Well, they might be able to
Well, hopefully they've
cast
got...
magic inside.
Because, like, if I
Maybe
could
there's
get
a
in, I
druid
could.
in there.
But Okay, it sounds like we're kind of about going after the machine. How do we find it?
I'll try to do the bones. If that doesn't work, the last chance we have is probably to scry.
But if it's in the hills, I won't be able to see it unless we're in the hills.
Do you
Oh,
do
it's
you
on the same
have
plane?
anything? Do you have anything from in the house to be able to get us back? Get us back there.
Technically. I pull up my necklace. This is the cord that I grabbed when I was on my way out.
Can you use that to get us into the area that we were in with Livus and follow the same path to that opening in that office that we found?
Was that room that
I
I
don't
grabbed
want you
the
to have to go back,
necklace?
but
Was that familiar to, or kind of reminiscent of any of the places we had been when we were down there?
Not even at all. Remember, you guys were on you were on the chain side of the entryway bridge. You guys weren't. You, even having grew up there, didn't enter that area.
Yeah. I don't know if this would bring us to the right place.
did we find anything in that room?
We tried to take that statue.
Well, could you provide enough information for Skadi to scry on your mother?
Do I still have the dagger? No, that was all in my head, and then I just ripped his heart out. Never mind.
Was there anything in
Do
the
you count? Because you turned red in the hells.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with being in the house.
Was there anything that we got in the room with Bordy?
40?
Yeah, didn't you guys grab a bunch of weapons?
No. Who would have weapons there?
We went and found all the bags and the weapons.
Man, I'll check. but
I
don't
did punch
think
a bunch of random stuff. But would that take us to the hells or would that take us somewhere
Whoever
else?
owns them.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not how that worked.
That's
I
not how
can-
that works.
I
That's
was
not how
able.
any of this works.
I was able to use a nasty, wispy, fleshy guy's staff to get myself right outside the Lich's house.
You used a fleshy staff outside the Lich's house.
Yeah. I
Where did I
used
get the chalky
his
gray dust and red
fleshy
glitter
staff.
specks?
Not my own.
Maybe your father can help us.
Maybe. Do you guys remember where I picked up the chalky gray dust and red glitter specks? Wasn't that the
Sounds like
hells?
some face shit.
No, the face shit was blue.
I don't remember.
I
Do you
mean,
remember me scooping that up? I remember scooping it up, just not where. Was that the hells? I wouldn't remember where I picked it up.
Do you?
I don't know.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Chad, help me out.
Doug, what's up?
Yeah.
All hail Doug.
All right. Well, shit. Okay. I mean.
Okay, I am a hoarder. Let's just call it what it is. I have to have something in here. I know I grabbed a bunch of random stuff from that room. None of it was worth anything.
What about the statue? Didn't we take pieces of the statue?
We tried really hard. The answer is no.
It was a good 45 minutes of real life trying to put a statue in a bag.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about it, can I dump out a lot of the random shit that I collected, not just from the hells, which I know ended up being nothing, but all of the coins and gem baubles and random trash that I got from...
You're more than able to dump out whatever you like.
So I'm dumping all of this out, and I want to count what I got from the giants.
Finally.
Yeah, finally doing that.
Mm-hmm. The gems.
I got coins.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the polyhedral that we don't know what that is. Gem baubles and trash. Legitimately, I wrote down just trash.
Yeah.
That I
I mean, it's
decided.
not super far off, as well as the potion sack that had a few broken vials in there that you originally.
Oh yeah, that was the soiled.
Yeah. You do find, after you kind of count it all up and put all the pieces together, that it is a reasonably decent collection, about 330 gold pieces in total. Not overly significant, but you do have what appear to be a bunch of very rough, uncut, dark-looking gems, but without a specialization or more in-depth familiarity, it's hard to tell what they might be. Two of them, though, appear octahedral and are sort of like a translucent-y pink.
Oh, they're pretty.
You do find those, but aren't exactly sure what they are as far as value is concerned.
That's pretty.
Jones doesn't even know what a fucking octahedral is.
It's one of
It's like a UFC in a church.
It's a this.
D8.
Oh, cool. Nice.
It's a hedral with octasides.
Although I just connected octa with octagon and UFC, so like
I mean, yeah, you took a path, sure.
Isn't it
Yeah.
pretty?
But yeah, it's gonna be the closest one we have, right? Because neither of us have pink dice.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not a fan of pink.
I did
know what it
order
is.
some pink dice though for next
Do you
campaign.
identify gems? Because I'm not very good at.
only if it's magic.
Bummer. I'll just be like, this is a gem.
Is there any diamonds in there though?
No.
Not that you're able to gather. There's a few that you
I
haven't
don't.
identified.
I'm
That's
not a
fine.
gem. Maybe.
I mean,
know
you used to
materials.
be.
I tried. I can figure out some of the basics. I don't think any of they might be uncut.
Well, when the world is not gone to shit, we'll maybe get you a book.
A singular book.
Yeah.
A book.
E-book.
Bullshit.
still have-
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of diamonds. They're just not worth anything.
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
quick
not-
shake
wait,
out
that's
all of my
not-
diamonds, and they're just
all diamonds are worth a thing.
Well, I mean, they're
Things are
tiny.
only worth what someone will pay for them.
That's.
I need to know exactly how much someone would pay for all those diamonds.
I would pay 1,000 gold for those diamonds.
You don't even know what 1,000 gold looks like, island guy.
I think I've had 20 gold. I also very much would appreciate some diamonds because then I can help keep you all alive.
Okay, I'll try to sort out all the ones that look like diamonds that I have, because I have in my thing 2,800 to 5,000 gold worth of citrine, jet, onyx, diamonds, and sardonyx.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull all the ones that look diamond-y and try to figure out about how much they're worth. Can I do that?
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah! It's been a while since anybody's rolled.
Yeah, you've
And
gone
I rolled
through
today?
your old
Yes.
trash collection in
Oh,
the
you
old
rolled
bag
for-
of
yeah,
holding
yeah.
there. Got to do some inventory
this is-
management.
Straight intelligence.
It's 22.
Okay, so you are sorting through, and it looks like, from what little you can gather, not being a specialist or familiar with any of these by any stretch of the imagination, the ones that you do kind of identify as having diamond-like qualities, unrefined as they may be, you're able to find several smaller kind of uncut gems that are still kind of encased in a little bit of the surrounding stone. They're not even almost completely refined as a raw gem. But you do find several small ones, and between the 4 that you're able to collect, they probably combine for a total of about 300 gold.
Total of 4. Probably 300 gold. If I am guessing. Because I am.
But I feel pretty sharp right now.
I'm pretty confident in it.
Do you have any little bags?
Roll this meta damage die.
I mean, so are you gonna take that?
Well, I have the ability now to make more use out of less than I did yesterday.
I don't know.
What are you going to
That
use it for?
means
Yeah.
bringing you ding-dongs back to life.
Yeah, same.
Right. But if you need, say, 250, you have to have 250. I have to have not 250. I can have less.
So what spell is it that you're using?
It's not a spell.
He got some powerful
He
magics
just wants the bling.
in the form of
I mean, it would be resurrection
warm
or greater restoration.
healing. He got a boon.
Okay, but that's something, right, we can plan for. Mine is if it
Mid-battle.
needs to be instantly happens.
So, I think Walker should hang on to it and give it to you if,
That is what I'm saying.
because he needs it, in battle. He can
How
bring
much
us back
worth
instead
do
of
you need?
300
post-battle.
gold.
Just a total
Oh,
of 300.
For what, revivify?
Mhm.
I mean, I got a ton of stuff here. It's just we haven't been to a shop that I trusted in a really
No
long
fancy
time.
rings for you,
I also
buddy.
It's
forgot.
a long time since we've seen tea.
Yeah. I've got a ton of. I'm a hoarder.
I don't have much stuff because I am the opposite of a hoarder.
Yeah.
Also,
Can I put
found
down
this-
Separate
300
chicken.
gold, or do I have to
That's
put an
my fun.
asterisk next out? Okay.
Also, do y'all want any of these platinum bars or gold pieces?
I would like
I
a
mean, just put
platinum
them
bar.
in a bag now. I don't know what we're gonna do with gold.
And 30 gold.
Thank you, because I have no money.
There's
For when y'all go hit a shop.
Yeah.
There's no shops.
I mean, we could go see Soren.
Yeah. He's probably around there trying to sell shit to demons. Like, you really want this?
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
y'all want any
go get that.
bars or gold?
Maybe if we ever get to a place where we can buy something. I would very much like some arrows.
I just, my bag
I mean,
feels
very much like it, or
full,
you very much need them.
So I need to go through it.
Well, I'm down to 20 arrows.
All
I
right.
have 2.
You gave me all your arrows last time.
Nope, I kept 3.
Holding out!
I told you I was keeping 3 for myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keeping
but
them
then you
sneak
have
arrows
what,
on the
one?
sneak.
I have no arrows. I used 1. That's okay. Tonight I can focus on Dawnfang. You took it?
Well, I mean, I still have Glory's Edge, which I'm getting back into the habit of using, but
But I can switch to the dagger.
as I've found out in that last fight, I am
Nimbly bimbly.
very frail.
Oh, you're frail. Is that what?
All right. Well,
I'm not an ape, so...
I'm gonna maybe go try to get some sleep.
But before we completely go down, I'm gonna look more at this letter so I can I think I have a way to, the code on the back. I think I might be able to figure out what that means.
All right.
But the poem on the front, you know how it's talking about forgotten blood from the sun, it will rise again, and all that stuff?
You mean the thing that Java said to us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drava's
I mean, she
prophecy?
said it. It was like, yeah.
forgotten blood will rise from death, and from the sun will rise again. I was reading that book while Dagon was here, and one of the last things it says is, would the Guardians live long enough to find the answers to the darkness within the forgotten blood? And since at other times when we talked, we thought maybe the forgotten blood was Letus, because he drowned in blood. I don't know if there's some weird darkness in there. I just want to
I
put that
thought
out
that
there.
was
That's
in
all.
reference to him being forgotten as the king blood.
But it's
royalty
saying
blood.
Darkness within the forgotten blood. Maybe there's. Who's his
Did
mom?
you check for good and evil on Letus
No. I probably did something.
when he first came back?
I probably did all the
All I'm
things.
saying is we don't know who his mom is, and this makes it seem like there's some sort of secret, and I just wanted to bring it all out in case I forgot in the future, like I tend to do.
Well, maybe one of you guys can ask who his mom is.
Skadi, that seems like something you'd be good at.
Yeah. Yeah, I could go talk to Letus.
Yeah, so listen, I would love to have more of these conversations, but your boy was in lava 40, an hour and 2 hours ago.
Are you still super tapped?
Yeah, ready to go my ass to sleep because I almost took a permanent sleep inside earth juice.
You can have 8 more health.
Earth juice.
Earth juice.
AKA lava.
Yeah,
Liquid earth.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's still a lot different than earth juice, though.
yeah.
If we're being fair.
What's going on?
Yeah, so
Let's rest.
if you guys don't mind.
Wait, am I? Nothing.
What? You guys can do whatever the hell you want. I'm gonna either fall asleep holding this taco bar and be at the table, or I'm gonna go up and not be reminded about how my whole body was on fire.
Skadi, I'll walk with you up to Letus's room.
I actually had something I really wanted to do before I went to go lay down that didn't involve talking to Letus.
I can walk you to your room then.
Okay.
You good?
Yep. Let's go. Start walking.
I guess we're
Okay.
all walking.
I mean, she also went in lava too, so
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, that'll
Well, she
ruin
said she was
anyone's day.
immune.
Yeah, but
before then she was. Did you smell that monkey fur and skin? Just
Yeah, I also smelled my fucking fur when I was in there.
I'm trying to pretend.
Listen, lava is super weird.
I was in there for a few too.
Yeah,
It's just like, kind of like but then you're not, and then.
Yeah. You ever did like a belly flop in like a pool of water?
No.
It's like that, but it's just fucking hot
I don't like water.
at all times. Just the hottest thing.
It was not that bad, but I think that's.
It is fucking melted rock.
Yeah.
It's hot as shit. Took a dunk in melted rock. Okay? Something gets that hot to melt rock.
It's pretty extreme.
Maybe don't go in it.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine.
You guys are fucking drunk.
No, I mean,
Usually-
like, since, like, my armor started, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in this room.
I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna attune to Veer's staff, and I'm gonna pass out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna follow Sproigins into his room.
Okay.
Work on this for a bit, and then also pass out.
Okay.
And when we get up to the top of the stairs, so Skadi.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, just in case they come out, like, can we talk in private?
I mean, they're not here, so this is technically private.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to your room.
It's quite cramped, but okay.
Is it? Have I ever been in Walker's room?
No.
You looked in when he first.
Oh
built
yeah,
the-
when we were checking out
In the
Yeah.
Feywild a month and a half ago.
What's in your room?
Yeah.
Yours is a cave.
That's gross. Okay.
Yep,
Shut the
that-
door.
There's my Fallout corner.
Don't even have a
I
bucket.
like that we just call it Fallout.
It is Fallout.
You don't even have a follow-up.
It's
Because
the
the game
jammy
is-
way of saying,
Oh, I just thought it was because the game was terrible.
oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Is said it because that's what it does.
Yeah,
but-
that's how
Yeah.
I took
Yeah.
it. Because it falls out
But also-
of his butt.
Well,
Yeah, I thought that was meta.
Oh, there was,
It
there
was-
was a small illusion.
Okay.
This level? And then
This guy
this level.
noticed.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I open the door to my room, and it's a cave.
It is a cave. It is 100% one cave.
It's outside. Okay.
All right.
So
So
you asked. I'm gonna like close the door and like make sure it's closed.
private.
Just a soft
Private.
pet on the backside of the door.
It's probably like followed us and is trying to come in and like. You asked. Oh, let's start here. So
Would you like to relive the conversation?
no.
Okay.
I remember what you said
Yesterday.
this morning.
This morning.
4 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a big ask.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start with, this is not me saying no, but this is also not me saying yes.
Will you make up your mind by breakfast?
Probably not,
Okay.
because so I got a lot that's like really important to me and like what I want out of life. And I have a man right now in my life who's really important to me. I mean, he's got some extra legs and he's
Not a man.
he's a little man.
Mm.
But he's kind of, like he and I are actually bonded. Like not just like, oh, I bonded with this, but like I changed colors for him because of him.
Okay.
We're bonded. And so I have to think about what's best for him. And I just also have to think about what's best for me long term. Because like I came from like a tiny little village.
Mm.
And being the queen of a plane of existence was never even on my radar.
Well,
Let alone
To be fair, they are village size in number as it stands.
It's true.
So it's like...
Queen of a whole village. Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant.
But of the fell of glory.
Oh, it should be called the fell out.
The glory fell out.
Skadi, I know it was a strange ask.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have done it at all, but I'm just really fearful for what it is that we're doing and my people that are left. And I think you can understand that, and of all the people in this group, I think you're the one that understands it most. You know what it's like to lose a people. I would like the Gloryfell to not find that same fate. And I know you would try just as hard as I am currently trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. I understand if this is too much to ask. I can figure something out. I do realize now it was a lot to ask, but maybe instead of becoming the queen of the Gloryfell, you can become its protector as well. So, just as a kindness from friend to friend, you can promise me that you will do what you can when the Gloryfell is in need, if I fall. I should have maybe started with that instead. It's, like I said, they have found a way to survive without me there. They will figure out a way if I fall. But I just want to make sure that they know that there's always someone looking out for them. And someone as powerful as you, and as wise as you, I think could be a great friend to the Gloryfell. And I will eventually probably ask the same of all of our party members, but you seem especially keen on what is going on in terms of how they would be feeling, or you're in touch with what it feels like to be diminished. And I think as much as protection they need protection for how they feel, for the things that they go through. And it would really just mean a lot to me if you could do that as a friend.
I mean, that's something I absolutely would be able to do, but was the concern not... You know what? We'll talk more tomorrow. I have stuff to process still. I don't want to just start speaking and making things more complicated in my own head right now when I am extremely tired.
I can understand that. And we'll have many more nights to speak.
That's the hope.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna
Leave?
the room. I'm in his
She went to
room.
walk his room.
She's in my room.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So,
The first scene that takes place in Walker's room.
so about this queen thing, like breakfast, yeah, or what's up?
You want to just be a friend queen?
Yeah. All right. So, Skadi, you're heading to your room, presumably.
Do I pass Letus's room?
Letus would have been near the top of the stairs, so no.
Okay.
He's free to beak.
Yeah, I might as well just knock this one out too. There you go. Knock on Letus's door.
You actually get to like your third knock and he opens the door.
It was like a lead us. And,
Yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Yes.
Can we talk? Or are you like sleeping? Do you
Um,
sleep? I don't.
Yes. Yes, I sleep. Sometimes.
Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come in?
Of course. Before you say your thing, I was hoping I could speak with you first, if that's all right.
Yep. Can I come in though? I don't.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, go ahead.
Vampire rules.
I was thinking about it, and I feel I may have been somewhat premature. The people of Esterlin deserve a great queen and a great leader. And I think that is a rare combination. I do think that you are perhaps the best choice. You would be fair and just and wise. But the people of the Reach would not know you. They would not trust you. Not at first, and I'm sure you could earn it.
Right.
But I fear perhaps it might, in fact, be best to pursue marriage with a noble house, to provide the country a foundation of familiarity and reason, consistency and all. And that would free you to pursue whatever avenue you thought best for yourself.
Sounds good. If that's really how you feel, I don't have much to add to that. Because mine had to do with that, so.
I'll just leave you to your evening, and I will get some rest as well. He is very weird, but Walker is a good man. He's a good man.
Leadus?
I'm just going to...
Now I have more I want to talk to you about.
Perhaps we can discuss it over breakfast. Maybe you'll decide by then.
What?
Is
No.
Walker Letus? Letus is Walker.
Do we ever know and see them in the same place
Can I-
at the same time?
It's not really an insight check.
What are you thinking here exactly?
Does Leadus really believe what he's saying? Or is he...
Okay. Then go ahead, roll an insight check.
$24.
Iki. Letus, at least for the moment, appears to be going through a more formal process, and his words seem more rote and more driven than they are meaningful or emotional. This seems like something he had thought about and maybe rehearsed, but doesn't really feel or support himself.
Alright, lad, I do have something I want to talk to you about.
Well...
You let me in.
Right. Laya wouldn't make a good queen either, so it's probably...
Leadus?
Yeah.
Did you ask me this morning because of... I wish I had Hara's abilities right now.
Cut his head off.
Yeah, I was like, what do I do?
true. I killed people.
What is?
Oh, zone of
That
truth.
was
I mean,
good.
like, I can
Cut his
want me
head
to.
You're
off.
dead. I want to like be staring at Letus and very diligently watching his face, trying to figure out if he's lying to me.
Oh, you've already gotten your read.
Why did you ask me this morning?
I was scared, probably, and I was concerned with the new information, but it's not even likely for me to be crowned a king anyway. Like I said, wanted for treason, specifically for kidnapping the former king. And I feel like becoming the king from there is sort of an uphill climb. But I gave my life for Esterlin once, and I was hoping not to do it again. But maybe I do, and maybe that's okay. But Esterlin will carry on. Everything is for Esterlin and the good of its people. And you are the people of Esterlin too, Skadi of Hara. And my first act as king is to release you from any sense of obligation. So I thank you for entertaining the novelties of a foolish man, but I want you to do what is best for you.
What's best for you?
A haircut, a bath, a very long book, and some rest. Beyond that, I'm not 100% sure. But I'm sure we will find out in the days after this is all done. Quite tuckered out from such an ordeal this morning, and the Regnons made very heavy taco bar.
Okay.
Very loaded with chicken, the beefs. So
Do you prefer chicken or beef?
I never really got to eat much of either when I was a squire, so they're both the best thing that's ever happened to food.
All right. We'll talk at breakfast.
Good night, Skadi of Hara. I wish you sweet dreams, maybe. Okay. And he immediately kind of begins awkwardly going through his door shutting phase again. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Okay, all of you MFers at the table know that nobody's talking about anything at fucking breakfast, right? Like, we're not doing shit except it's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have some eggs and some bakey, and then we're gonna go try to blow something up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you MFers think you're gonna talk about. Is Jamie in here?
No.
Probably not. She got a wedding this weekend.
Oh yeah, she's at a. I was like, she's streaming, but no, she's at a wedding.
I was definitely expecting him to be like, I don't want you there for their whatever, I want you there for their feelings. Yes!
Nice.
I would have died.
Yeah, definitely a thing. Real quick, we're going to take a very short break. We're going to be very right back. Make sure you're hydrating. Make sure you take a little short rest yourselves, clearly. But we also want to say, what's up to Nins 216? That's almost like Austin 316, but it's Nins with a 2. So, nailed it. Thank you. Welcome to the Action Junkies. Thank you for that follow. We also got Stogny Newt. What's poppin'?
Yeah, let's go.
I probably didn't pronounce any of these correct, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like a substitute
Stogny
teacher over
Newt.
here.
She turned me into a Stogny Newt.
Yes.
But
So
I'm better now.
thank you, Ron. You done fucked up now. Welcome to the Action Junkies.
Yep. Ain't no turning back.
Yeah.
Once you
Aaron, I mean, that's really.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
hit that little heart in the corner, you're locked
as
in.
per usual, supporting the stream. Oh, did I? No, I almost got it.
Almost
20
dice, yeah.
bits at a time. Every roll, we got it. Belchavez coming in with his continued climbing the
Thank
ladder
you,
of support.
Belchavez.
Absolutely crushing it.
Everybody roll and see if you get a 20.
Thank you all.
Roll 2.
Me?
See if you get a 20.
I don't get 20s.
Oh, balls.
I didn't.
A 10!
Oh,
Almost
shit.
there.
A 2.
All right.
Sitting at
Yep.
zero.
So that's almost
So
my
2
normal
times
roll.
20.
All right. We didn't hit it, but like.
2 times 10.
Thanks for them.
Yeah,
Wait,
multiple-
advantage because it's Bell. That was
Oh.
a 6. That was a 6
advantage?
roll. That was a...
We're just making
19?
it almost.
Anyways, we're going to take a short break. We're going to be right back. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, spending your time with us. Do remember to quick hit that follow. It literally costs you the zeros. But if you can, you got that Twitch Prime, go ahead, throw a sub at us to help support this stream.
Or if you're on a phone,
it's
here.
click one of these buttons. All of them are good.
At some point on the page,
Yes.
will be the.
We have
the
no
little
bad
heart.
buttons on our page except for if it reads like block. Don't do that. Also report, depends on which episode. But
That's also true.
between now and then, give us a follow, throw the sub if you can. We will be
YouTubes.
right back. Yes, check out the YouTubes. Our mod team will link it up. We're
Bell
gonna see you.
hooked it up anyway.
What, did he
Thank
give
you.
you?
Enough.
Let's go. There it is. There. That's the proper. Bell, you're as much a shit show as we are, obviously. So that's I'm all for it. We're gonna be right back. Stick around. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't put my chaps
Hello and welcome back to Holding Action, guys.
Oh, there's like a.
You've tuned into the Dungeon Channel.
Oh, I was going to say we should turn the...
I'm an ogre of some kind.
That's what. That's what. All, whenever you meet people.
I'm just an ogre.
Hello, I'm David. I'm human.
Turn the
I'm an ogre.
Why?
They call me Pyle.
Oh well.
Ogre pile.
No.
Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. We totally had a goal
Oh
here,
yeah,
I think.
this is Dungeons and Dragons. That's
Yeah.
what we do here. I forgot.
Welcome back to
Oh.
Holding Action. Thank you guys for hanging around these parts.
Shoot,
Well, I'm just gonna roll.
If you're just catching
No
up with
dice
us, we
today.
had another pair of weird/random marriage proposals and unmarriage proposals. The
double
group
dumped.
had a bit of an
Double
information
dumped.
dump from the arrival.
Information fallout, dude.
Yes, an information fallout.
That sounds like a
All of the information is radioactive.
sounds like a quest for the army.
The
A mission.
estranged father of one of the group's party members, Hara, showed up outside of Sproigins' magnificent mansion, alerted them to some lurking dangers, including a city under siege, whose devotion to the gods that fell in the War of the Nine Plains may in fact be one of the primary tethers holding back the collapse of the barriers between planes. A massive infernal engine used to teleport demon troops and invading forces all throughout the material plane, as well as supplementing those sieges and invasions that they have already been well a part of. And Skadi and Sproigins' estranged fathers also be set on their own mission to either enter the Nessus and try to attempt to interfere with the damaging or corruption of the World Tree, and Skadi's father Snar working towards the Infernal Engine himself somewhere in the Hell's last known location. The group made good on some planning, and then decided after the rough morning that they should get some rest before setting their next path forward. So, Skadi, you find yourself in the hallway. Sproigins and Hara already rooming in the same room. Oh. Walker in his isolated cave. Lead us now in the shut door an inch and a mile away. And still nobody knows where Prick is while Dagalon sits in the training room.
That's right.
He's now with Halsey, and I think that's really all we care about.
All right. But
and he's better off without us. We kill NPCs that are small,
That's
so
probably true.
We don't kill them.
we get them killed.
We don't get them killed.
Okay.
We didn't make a fucking water dragon come out and destroy my son.
So, finger guns. What happens next?
Well, okay, I guess since I'm the one who's like not rested down for bed. Is this in the hallway? Where is this?
This appears nowhere in sight, at least for the immediate purposes.
I'm gonna go check the room.
Okay. He is currently laying on his back angularly, legs sort of spread out.
Doing his thing, because he ate a lot of chicken.
He appears to be on the edge of sleep. As you open the door, he has kind of that one eye that opens, recognizes it's you, and then kind of closes again.
Are you too tired to talk, buddy?
No.
Remember how you were trying to talk to me about that thing when Hara was in here?
Yeah, the egg, yeah?
Yep.
Mhm. Sure. Okay, so are we eating?
You already ate everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Priorities.
So, what do you want to say?
So I don't actually think that it matters.
Okay,
As
that's
much.
good. Oh.
But I still want to know what you found out about the widow.
The widow.
Isn't it the widow? Isn't that what you went and asked everyone about, or no? That's what you asked Hara about, was the widow.
Oh, so, like maybe, so like, let me say. So like the blue elf, okay. Like a sort of, if he was like to be an egg, it's like a sort of a light egg. Which is good.
Yeah.
Okay. So like the good egg, like a brown. Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like a cape, he would have like an egg that was like a heavier egg, which is also good, but it's like a brown. So
Did you like one egg more than the other?
Oh, well, both eggs are good, so.
Well, I know all eggs are good.
Well, I mean, the egg I wanted, I cannot have, so.
True. But which egg, if you could have either one of those eggs, which one would you want?
Well, I would have a Sproigins finished book.
But I'm just asking you to pick between the two eggs in question.
Oh, so it's I have a 2 egg.
You have cape egg and blue elf egg,
Okay.
the good brown eggs.
Sure, yeah. Mhm.
Which of the two would you pick?
To eat?
No. To keep and take care of.
No. That's not right. Okay, let me explain to you. So, here's how I go. Okay, so like, you take an egg, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you hear?
I'm hearing you take eggs.
You take an egg. You eat an egg.
But what if I would have eaten you?
No.
You were an egg once.
No.
Yeah. I know I was there.
I mean, if somebody eating it was an egg, so.
But you were an egg. That's what you came out of.
It's probably why there's only one left.
Okay, sure, yeah, but it's probably not a brown egg, so,
You weren't a brown egg.
Exactly.
You were a red and black egg.
Okay, innocent.
I need you to pick an egg.
Chicken.
Between the blue elf egg and the cape egg.
To do what with?
I just need to know, bud. Mom had a weird morning and she just needs to know.
Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, so, like a brown egg, right? It's like a big, fast egg.
Okay, we're gonna do, instead of brown, because they're both brown, can we call them blue elf egg and cape egg?
Okay, so check it out. So a blue elf egg is like... Really? Sure?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, the cape egg is kind of like... Ooh. So,
No. Gotta explain it more.
That's... if you do not understand, I cannot explain to you any better. Okay? This sounded like you maybe need to listen.
So the blue elf egg goes really fast.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And the Cape egg goes slower.
Exactly.
Is fast good or is slow good?
Where are you trying to go?
It's a really good question. It's a deeper question than I think you realize what you just asked.
How could a question be deep? It's not a thing.
I want your opinion on something different now.
Oh, tell me.
So, what if for one day
Okay.
you couldn't talk to everybody again?
Oh, no.
But then after that day, when you go back to sleep and wake up, you can talk to everybody.
But everybody loves to talk to it.
And I'll still be able to talk to you. Like before you got the necklace. And, okay, I won't do it. I just wanted to see if maybe we could talk. And you said other things other than one is fast, one is slow.
I mean, well, one is a fast and one is a slow, so...
Yeah,
One will still be fast whether I can talk or not.
it's true. Which is better to is?
Which egg could taste better?
Not taste better, is better.
Oh, you did not tell me to ask that. I don't know. I have to ask again now.
You know what? If you had to be friends with one of them, and you couldn't be friends with the other one.
Oh, why not? Are they mad?
No.
Well, why not? We're all clan.
We are all clan.
Do they say they don't want to be my friend?
No, they did not say that at all. I'm just asking who you think is a better friend to Is. Who treats Is nicer?
Hara.
Then who?
You.
Then who?
Okay. Then probably a Sproigins.
Mm-hmm. Then who?
Mm.
Out of clan.
Then probably a brown egg.
Alright. Mom doesn't really have the energy for this right now, and I should have known better.
You look tired. Mm-hmm.
Mom's brain hurts, and it's hurt Mom's feelings a little bit.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not done.
You did.
How?
I just don't punish him.
She's like the cool aunt that is like, hey, I know your mom grounded you, but like, here's a 40. You know what I mean?
I was just gonna say, especially me drinking all the time, like,
Yeah.
Ragnar's probably his favorite, though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go lay down.
Okay. What do you want us to do?
snuggle.
I do want to snuggle. I just wish Is could help. It doesn't matter anymore anyway.
You have to tell Isa what to do so I could do.
I just need to know if you like Cape or Blue Elf.
For what?
Your friend.
Just to have a one friend?
No, you can have lots of friends. Which one would be your best friend?
I don't know. I would have to ask.
You want to ask that? Not now because they're sleeping.
Okay.
So when you wake up, you can ask them.
Okay.
But Mom, I guess I'm curious, but I'm just going to go to bed, okay?
Okay. Sure, yeah, I'll find out. Isa go to sleep too.
Right, I don't have the energy to
He begins
deal with that.
sprawling back out again.
And I'm going to very... back in bed. With a lot to think about, but like on the other side of things than about 4 or 5 hours ago.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, so when I get ready to like sit down or whatever, and I'll go into my meditation, and I'll kind of, take the necklace off and kind of hold it in my hand and kind of sit there and think about my last conversation that I had with Morden, and I'll just say, I really need your help to take down Vesero and do it in your name. I need the Gloryfell to have some sort of protection. Otherwise, I'm not sure that I can. I'm not sure that my focus will stay on this. If you can do anything to help protect the innocent people of all planes, I would greatly appreciate it, and I would do so fighting this battle in your name. Then I'll go into meditation and attunement roll.
Okay.
That is not an attunement roll.
Okay.
Oh, I would like to say I put on the boots so I could attune to the...
All right. Is anybody attuning to anything else?
Staff.
And
That's
I'm
right.
doing the gauntlets,
Mhm.
taking off the helm,
Okay.
so I can no longer talk to Jin. The Deep Heart crossbow, that attuned over 4 hours of dedicated practice time, but it still marks as a weapon.
Yeah.
It's just the basic attunement, so if I unattune to it, I would have to attune over 4 hours of practice time again.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason why I haven't unattuned to it. So it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And I will no longer be attuned to that,
Okay.
and I'm attuning to Dongfang.
Okay.
Oh, 4 hours. It took so long.
You guys sleep twice as long as that.
Yeah, but we don't have downtime other than sleeping.
I don't have time to, because I think I was spending time like trying to do it when we had just the
You're trying to do
the
it
tiny
in a
hut.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, everyone, duck. And then
Yeah,
I
we
need
were
to
sort
get
of
to
training
Target,
right
but
now.
I'm always busy on the weekends.
Yeah. And then I did it at, I think I spent the last half of it at Crindon. We were waiting for something to happen, and I just hung out with the horses shooting at hay bales.
Yeah. And it's her 24-hour recharge for the fucking helmet teleportation and everything back. Just in my room, just fucking staring at this helmet.
Hated that. And people were like doing things. I'm
That's
like,
when we thought
"Oh."
Is was dying.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Get a long rest?
well, your trance is slightly interrupted as you hear kind of a very clattering bang on your door. Parker!
Oh, he called you by your name.
Parker!
Hoker.
Wait, so has he got the necklace?
Yeah, I didn't take it from him.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go open the door.
Hey, buddy! How are you? Nice weather
I mean,
tonight. Yep.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
are we a
So-
friend?
We're clan, right?
Yeah, so like how good a friend?
Well, I don't know. How good a friend is clan?
Okay. Innocent.
Innocent.
Do you have an egg?
No.
Ooh. Okay, that's okay.
I'm pretty sure. No, that egg hatched. We are out of eggs as a group.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say to me?
I mean, we have floppy eggs. Floppy chicken.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, chicken is chicken.
But we are out of eggs.
Are we still a friend?
I think we should probably go find some more eggs.
You go find the egg, huh?
No. Clam find egg.
Innocent.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you write a book?
You know, I've never really tried.
Okay, could you write a book? If it was called Gin and Hero, Egg is?
Egg is.
Yeah, I mean, I could try.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why not.
Yeah, you alright?
Maybe that would be good.
You know, tell a story good.
Yeah.
Innocent. Okay.
I should go write a book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll need
And Iska have a sword.
Tons of paper, because it's going to be a large book. We'll need ink. Tons of ink, because it's going to be a very large book.
Can you just read it to me now?
No, I have to make it.
What about before you make it? Can you just read it to me?
You know, Hara has a book that writes itself.
What's it about?
It's about us.
The eggs too?
Well, I don't know. I've never read it, and Hara has, so...
Would you read to me? If it's about an egg.
Well, I think it's in another language or something like that.
I speak another language. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But I don't think I speak the language. So, you and me can talk because we speak the same language. Me and the book don't speak the same language.
Are you not friends with the book? That's interesting.
The book's not clan.
What do they have to do to get clan? We need a clan book.
Demonetized.
We were due.
Yeah.
We were overdue, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should go talk to Hara.
About an egg?
About a book egg.
But no, okay, so wait though. Okay, so I have to find out if me and you are friends.
I thought we were clan.
Is that a friend?
I mean, I would assume so, right? You remember...
What assume?
Okay, so you remember...
Nope.
Remember the fight we had with the Lich?
Okay.
And your mommy was laying on the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I told you that when she got up to tell her to leave and to go away, right?
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that because she's my friend, so.
Right. So I did that for your mom because she's friend, and I did that for you because you're friend.
Okay.
So that's what friends do. They protect each other.
Okay. You give me many things to think about.
Let me know about the book.
I will be to work on it.
But if Hara doesn't have the book for you, I will write you a book. But you have to find me lots of ink and lots of paper and
Okay.
time.
Yep. Uh-huh. It's to have a book, alright.
Okay, bye.
Both of you.
Yeah?
Sproigins.
Oh my god.
Sproigins.
Mage hand to open the door.
Immediately, lumbers through, kind of
yes.
bites the covers back.
Yes, my dude.
Sproigins.
What's up?
Hey.
I reach over.
Oh, cool. Wait a minute. Okay. This is Esterlin. So I need you to read me a book, okay? And Sproigins,
Sure.
I need all the paper.
For what?
Just give me all the paper, okay?
What book am I
There's
reading?
3 pieces of paper over in the.
This is Epic Quest.
Okay, do you have the pen P? Do you have any?
Yeah, it's over there too.
Okay.
Pen P.
Just go ahead. Can you put it in a bag maybe or something?
What do you need paper and ink for?
Would you just give me the paper and the ink because we are clan?
Can we do this in the morning,
Nope.
Is this about the
It's
book?
like
The
Nope,
hero
it's
book?
totally it's a different thing.
A book?
Are
What
you
book?
you don't want me to make your book?
Nope, don't even need a book anymore.
What kind of book are you making?
Just a book about, stuff.
Do you need art for your book?
Nope.
Okay.
Just need just a paper and a pen P.
Alright. I'll use Mage Hand to pick up the loose 3 pieces of paper Just put your head down, Is.
Okay, let's
And I'll just put it on the back of his head. And the ink. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Don't bite down on this and break it, or else you're going to get all the ink in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay? Open.
Gentle. Good night.
All right, I hope it's great.
Begins turning and walking away silently.
Wait, close the door.
As you're closing the door, you hear a across the hall, followed by.
Oh no!
I don't even care.
After being gone without even realizing it for probably, I don't know, a good 20 minutes, half hour total, you're woken to Is kind of poking into your face a little bit with his snout. Oh,
Hey,
Mama,
but yeah, hi.
Mama,
Yeah.
look. Oh. And his whole tongue is just completely black.
What did you do? Are you okay?
I ate a fallout.
Fallout?
I'm just playing a Sproigins in here.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't eat a fallout.
What did you? Are you okay though, or are you gonna get sick?
Oh, I did eat a pen pea though.
Just
Ink. Okay.
like a huge
Why-
Ernest goes to jail.
Why did you eat
Situation.
tenpy?
It's complicated. So, you know, you need to listen to me, okay?
Okay.
So, are you listening to me?
97%.
Okay, here we go. Okay, a brown egg is like a clan who writes a book, okay? And then, like, a cape egg is like all the stairs, but like a fast of magic stairs, okay? So, like, a brown egg is all about, like, in the book, but like a floppy chicken, okay? So, I also talked to his Sproigins, okay? And he said, yeah, sure. Hara says she'll draw a picture of it. I said, don't even need it. Is is strong and Walker in the egg book already anyway.
That's right.
So then I talked to a Cape, right? Okay. Cape egg was like, well, maybe, sort of, yes, this would, but how many horses do you even need then? I didn't know a number, so I didn't tell him, but then he told me that's where the stairs are. So I pretty much decided. I think a brown egg, my best friend.
Cape or Walker?
Oh, I see. Okay, I did not understand the question at first. Sorry.
It's okay, bud. I didn't prepare you well enough for a big ask. You know what? Here's the deal.
I mean,
Because there's no time on it
I
anymore.
did get paper, so.
Because there's no there's no rush on this happening.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let me know in a few days which
But-
one's your best friend?
Oh, well, I mean, that's okay, because, like, Blue Elf Egg is probably my best friend, because, like,
Okay.
he pick you up, right? Okay.
Yep.
And then those eggs. And then we can't forget about the book, so.
Yep.
Basically, it was all very innocent. Okay, let's go sleep now. He kind of walks over by the fire and begins laying down and curling up next to it.
Okay. I asked a lot of my son. And I'm just gonna.
That is a 4 intelligence.
Despite your brief intermissions, it seems like you are all able to eventually find a decent night's rest. Sproigins and Walker, having about the same amount of interruption, will arise approximately the same time. Are you guys doing anything before the others arise?
Here, are you planning on sending any messages to anybody this morning?
I mean, I wasn't really planning on it, but I do have it prepared, so if there's something you need.
I was just wondering if you could try to send a message to my dad and see if he's... Well, I guess, is Dagalon up? Out?
I mean, where are you, like, going to investigate and find him?
No, I assume Walker and I always just kind of meet down in
The breakfast table.
Just the man time
Yeah.
over a cup of orange
yeah,
juice.
just a couple dainty bros kicking it. Just a couple minute bulls hanging out. Couple Sean Bradleys.
So, you both come down, kind of are milling about in the general entryway, and there, as you're looking across from the seating area that segues into the dining room, one of the more sort of regal ornamental chaises, probably from Sproigins' youth or memory recall or pure fabrication. Dagalon's kind of like lying face against the back of this couch, robes like just dangling off the edge, tail all swinging out. Just seems to be tucked into a couch with his knees bent a little bit, sort of jamming himself in place.
Probably the most comfortable sleeping he's had in a while.
Probably.
Yeah, I would just be interested to see if you get anything back, if he's okay.
I mean, I can send a message, but I will say that if he's on another plane, which I think
Yeah,
he
he probably
is, it's harder.
It's fine. Just don't worry.
No,
I think I would almost rather not.
I will send it. I will do that for you. But I'm just letting you know that it's harder.
All right. Thanks.
Do you know what you want to say?
I just want to know if he's okay. If he's alive. If he's alive, then he's okay. Maybe just don't. Just save it. Just save it.
What? Are you... I don't know, your whole relationship with your father has been kind of strange for...
Well, he was dead for a long ass time. And then all of a sudden he's not dead.
So...
And he's not dead on purpose and left us alone. On purpose.
I mean, Sproigins, it doesn't really seem like anyone's father has left because they chose to do it.
Yeah, I know. And I get it. I understand why he did it, but you know, he was dead. Like, we had a service for him and all that shit. So he was gone, and then now he's not. But maybe he is again. I don't know.
And I realize it's not ideal, but I think if you allow me, I would like to send it, because if he is still alive and is near death, at least he would know that, and at least he could send some words to you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I realize it's not ideal, but we're in times of something is better than nothing at all.
Yeah. Well, none of this shit is ideal. Sorry to swear over eggs.
It's floppy chicken.
I don't even know what that means.
I told us there was no more eggs.
Oh shit. There's literally a heap of these things. Could we do a prank if there's just a huge bowl full of eggs? Like, just have the Regnons put all the eggs.
Yeah.
There's like one weird quail egg in there, I think. It's got like some spots on it.
Okay.
You put all the eggs in a basket and then put that one on top and have that be like a present for him.
Sure.
All right, Regnons, get all the eggs and put it in the largest bowl that you can. Every single egg that's that's in the kitchen, just put them all very gently in a bowl so they don't break. and then bring the bull out here.
Confusedly walks away about his task.
So, I mean, do you just want me to ask generally, or do you want something specific said?
Just say, hey, Sproigins says don't do something that stupid.
That's it?
And he loves you.
Okay.
The verbal component to sending.
Oh.
All right.
It may take a second, and who knows if he can even speak.
Yeah. I think it would be good for Dagalon to know too.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Walker.
no problem.
Okay, so you guys continue conversing,
Did I get a
waiting
response?
for. Yep.
Damn, we got lucky.
Did rather well, actually.
So are you fine with the Infernal engine?
Yeah. I think for a small group as we have, I think that's the biggest difference that we can make.
And
I would not do well in a large group of demons. Hell, I probably wouldn't do very well with one large demon.
I mean, I want to go fight them. I mean, much like you and everyone else in this group, I'm filled with such rage.
Yeah.
So you do this.
But we must think about...
Before we do anything. And on that note, actually, we're going to say what's up to Cuffy Gap? Cuffy Pap.
Cuffy Pat.
That's much better.
That's
Remonetize.
Cuff G Pap. I think.
Oh,
maybe.
G-Dep.
Yes. Difficult to discern. But welcome to the Action Junkies.
Hey-o.
Thank you for the
To
follow.
you.
Much appreciated. Now, back to the deep emotional moment.
But yeah, I do think you're right. That's the most we can do.
Yeah.
And your father loves you.
All right.
He wants to let you know that a vacation might be needed in the future.
Yeah. Well, he's back on his bullshit, so I know he's good.
That's
the one who,
exactly the way Walker would interpret that.
I was about to say, am I the only one who really wants to know what the message actually friggin' says every time?
Yep. Anytime he gets any information.
He said, I don't know what your mileage is, but you should probably take a vacation. P.S. I love you. P.S. Round egg. I don't know. It's weird.
Wait a minute, so is Billion is his best friend now?
We shall see. I don't know. I have to talk to him.
I think Regnon put onions in these eggs today. Thanks, Walker.
Anytime, Sproigins. You know, I asked Skadi to do something crazy the other day.
We'll eat meat.
Crazier.
Oh.
But
I don't know what's crazier than that.
it was a bad idea, and the better idea is one that I'd like to bring up to you as well. You know when we were talking about the Gloryfell before?
Wait, you're about to ask me to do something that was too crazy for Skadi to do?
No, I'm asking it in a different way.
All right.
That's meta funny.
All right.
Just in case anything happens to me.
I'll take your place as King of the Glory.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, your crown already fits.
I don't think that's how. It's not how it works. But I was just hoping that you would maybe be able to pop in every once in a while and
Yeah.
just make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, of course.
And
I like the glory fall.
kill that Death Knight if you ever get around to it.
Yeah, fuck him.
And like the Spire, like deal with that.
Okay, so if you die,
You remember the worm we saw in the desert when we were traveling to go face Advara?
this sounds like you want to pass your kingly duties off to me. Did you literally ask Skadi to be the king of the glory fall?
In a sense, yeah.
Fucking rad. Why her first?
Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I would be a shitty king.
Or the best, I'm not sure. You just... You know, when you have people that you're watching over, you want, like, assurances, and you could do great things.
You know, I'm happy that you came to me second. I think Skadi would do the best, and then I do agree that I would do the second
Sproigins,
best.
just to be clear, I'm just literally asking you to stop in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, go vacation with your dad there.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and do king stuff.
Like, clean out the Spire, kill the Death Knight,
Right.
the worms in the desert.
Yeah. While wearing the crown. And being the king of an entire plane of existence.
Okay, well, let's maybe I'll come at this another way tomorrow.
You just said you asked her to do a crazy thing, and you're just asking me to go there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not crazy to just go to a place.
Yeah, so that's what I should have started with.
What did you start with?
I asked her to marry me.
Holy shit! What did she say?
Well,
She fainted.
yeah, she didn't respond very well.
Okay.
And then we like went into the fight for the pillars.
Wait. Is this when she like passed out up in the room?
Yeah, when there was
The commotion or whatever?
yeah.
You. Wow, dude.
Well, I thought that was going to be, we fought the Lich and that was terrible. And then we were going to go fight these Pillar Guardians and those are always terrible. And
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that the Gloryfell would be protected. And so I went into that fight without an answer and without protection. And
Wait, you're saying like you went into the room
Without protection.
Right. This is where I'm going.
Demonetized!
This is where I'm going.
hi, guys.
This went exactly the way I wanted it to go. too.
Do you want to marry her?
Well, I want Skadi to do whatever Skadi wants to do.
So why would you ask her to marry you?
Because I needed help.
You just fucking ask somebody for help.
Well, so the problem was that I had sent a message to Durazo, and Durazo told me that it was by blood only.
You guys don't have the same blood. She could never take over.
She is a blue elf, though.
No, she's not.
That's what
She's fucking red now.
That's what Lava Dog said.
She's red now, Walker. Good on you for not seeing color, though.
Metacure is like, you called him Lava Dog?
Just gotta fight that back. Just
I-
gotta choke down the meta.
I don't. But so I've asked Morden to help out more.
All right, that makes sense. How about this?
Pitch in with some yard work.
Yeah, if you could
The
just
Spire.
hang
Hey,
out
Death
with
Knight.
Yeah, could you swing by and just,
just go fuck up some worms.
You just feed my cats while I'm out?
How about this?
I also asked him to protect Saint Terra.
That's a good idea. How about this? None of us die. Right? That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We just stick to that plan. The one plan that we know for a fact that we can stick to as finger guns is to just plan to not die.
Yeah. All right.
I also think at some point you and I should come up with our own handshake. Just at some point, not right now, but it's
Fucking reach for this guy.
yeah.
Hit him with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put him down. Put yours down first.
You shoot the cheating at cards face.
The Office when they're having the Mexican standoff with finger guns.
Office reference. Remonetized.
Hey, yeah, definitely, 100%. But demonetized, copyright material.
Yeah. Oh, shit. The Office UK remonetized.
Article 13 passed. Demonetized again.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Well, so
getting the moving parts in place.
Okay, listen. I appreciate you wanting me to be like temporary king when I stop by.
as long as you take care of the Spire of the Death Knight and the Worm Mountain.
That is a lot of shit to put on me, but I am guaranteeing to do it.
Okay, well, how about this? There are 3 other members of this group.
Yeah.
You all 3 can decide who's doing what when you stop by to vacation in the Gloryfell.
Sure, we'll just do it every other month.
But you'd have to say yes right now.
For all of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely, they would do it.
Thanks for being a good friend.
Yeah.
You can have my crown if I die.
Aww, no witnesses.
All right. Your boy's got modified memory, okay? Let it be known.
Walker goes down. No. Modify memory.
You guys remember what he said to me in the kitchen that one time?
It was breakfast. You were there.
Yeah, you guys trust me, right?
It helps that it's partially real.
Yeah.
Right? That's always gone so well for us when that question gets asked.
Oh my
Has the Regnons come out with the bowl of eggs?
No.
Shit.
Well, you could do that whole love thing again. I mean, we're just waiting for the others to wake up anyways, so...
Wake them up with love?
You talked about love yesterday. I thought that was going to become a thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make it a thing.
And at this point, you begin to hear footsteps coming down the stairway.
Lead us?
No, you don't know yet, but
Oh.
Is it prick?
if you're hanging silently, sort of peering over the shoulder,
4
Letus
hours
does
went by.
eventually come through. Hey, bros.
Hey, Letus, we were just talking about love.
Yeah, do you want some OJ?
Yes, I would love some
I
OJ.
wish that was like a real...
A real thing that men can do? Hey, come in the kitchen. Let's talk about our feelings. Over
some orange juice.
Orange juice and eggs.
Sharing is nice over here.
After you started with, hey, bros.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I think that's how
Come in, the
Zoolander
water's
starts.
fine. Yeah.
Those are orange mocha frappuccinos.
Oh, no.
Jitterbug.
What are we talking about exactly?
We were talking about, well, okay, so here's the thing is I kind of signed us up for every other month vacation in the Gloryfell to make sure everything was kind of taken care of. Walker's worried that he's going to die, so he appointed me secondary king after he asked Skadi to be secondary king first, and she said no, and so I had to say yes.
She didn't say no.
Well, why are you asking me then?
She didn't answer.
Oh.
No.
So this is...
No. So I asked her to marry me, and then she didn't...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And then I decided it was a bad idea to kind of force that issue onto her. And then I told her, hey, if you could just stop by every once in a while and help out, the Spire, Death Knight, Worm.
Worms. Yeah, so that happened, Letus, and I kind of signed us up for that, if that's okay. I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I mean, you would...
That's all.
You're
All great.
always a friend to the Gloryfell as long as you're helping.
yeah, those 3 main components and literally nothing else. Oh, I will say this. There's absolutely no way Skadi's stepping foot in that fucking skin forest. You can't demonetize something that's demonetized, baby.
And that's canon.
Yep. Put your 20s up for the skin forest.
Not that it's any better, but it's the flesh forest.
I can't. I just can't.
I mean, I'm gonna throw some 20s up. That's what.
Yeah, put your 20s up for the skin forest.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Hey man, you fucking wrote the canon skin forest.
No, it's a flesh forest.
All right, whatever.
You tell me which sounds worse. A skin forest or a flesh?
Skin forest for whatever reason is gross.
You know what?
But I
Flesh
still
forest,
remember.
like flesh forest. I just picture like the skin forest. For some reason, I picture like skin. Nothing.
Like someone just like grafted a bunch of people's skin around tree
Not
bark?
what I picture. Nope.
Well, that's where I went.
Are we on the same page?
I think everybody's awake at this point.
I'm done with this
homecoming
conversation.
TP, like
Nope.
just rolls of skin.
Just skin roll. Yeah.
Oh.
Take that, science douche.
Hold on. Skadi vomits in her sleep, chokes, and dies.
Yeah.
I just remember the blood we used.
So
over
yeah,
every
but
time.
I think I could see caught up, Levis.
That's a lot to take in.
Oh yeah.
And to clarify, you proposed to Skadi, and then
Yesterday.
proposed to Skadi
To yesterday.
also yesterday.
Yeah, probably within a couple hours, right?
Gosh, I should probably go say sorry.
That
about
sounds like a lot to take in one day.
Probably why she was acting more weird yesterday.
that. I wonder if that has anything to do with.
How fast she wanted to jump into the lava. Maybe.
Oh my god!
She wanted to jump into lava.
Yeah, she just dove right in after those trinkets.
That's true.
Literally any opportunity to submerge herself in the hottest melting rock.
She was trying to melt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you know, since
That's a lot to
yesterday,
put on somebody.
This has been really weird.
Did you, like, love her, or just sort of needed a death knight to
Cover your eyes.
be murdered?
I mean, I don't even really.
I don't even really like her even.
No.
Listen, she's okay. I don't like her.
Oh my god! This is the most awkward I've ever felt her do anything.
She's got good bones.
You know, and
Just some bros
Yeah.
talking about a
Talking
lady,
about
talking
love.
about a lady
What's
girl.
up?
Yeah, we're just in the kitchen talking about love.
in all of my lives,
This kid's so deep.
I'm sorry.
The inception of love.
this
So
is the most unglued ever right now.
Yeah, totally good. Totally good. We're demonetized now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, anything goes now.
Yeah.
I know the love of my people and
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
of my sister, but I don't know
Your cousin too.
who. Yeah,
Who?
You know.
so that's what I know as love,
Familial love.
which is what I feel for all of you.
Including Skadi.
Yeah,
Like a sister.
yeah. It's there's just a bond based on what we've been through, not how we interact with one another. It's
We're clan.
we're clan.
Definitely.
So yes and no.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think asking her to marry you and then rescinding that after a fight where the possibility was death should probably apologize.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Being asked to be married and then broken up with once on the same day.
I literally couldn't imagine.
That would be a lot to take.
That would probably.
I mean, I know you were engaged once. You used to say that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be engaged.
This
Not-
orange juice is acidic.
Not by. Hey, but you're not gonna get scaredy, so.
Yes. Tons of vitamins.
Yeah, but so the thing there was, it's actually that's actually a really good point that you bring up. The way that engagement would have been almost what your engagement was. It was something that I felt obligated to do, and I didn't really even care for her at all.
I care for Skadi.
Yeah.
But like, how much though? You know?
Yeah, how much? Probably more than I did, because the way that she ate tater tots.
Why? Why she eat tater tots?
Yeah,
Alright.
there's no way I could stick with her the way.
The way that she eats tater tots.
Yeah, now that you say it like that. Yeah, I just couldn't.
Couldn't get there.
You need to do is you need to find someone that looks at you the way that Letus looks at orange juice.
I'm hoping that the glory fell due to the fact that the glory fell has changed. That the people will be open to change as well. Because you were there. You saw how they just completely glorified my family. And
Oh yeah.
So who would you have take over?
Well, he's already asked me if he died. If he died, then I could have his crown.
a group of
But I would share it. I wouldn't take that on myself. I'd be a shitty king. You'd actually be a great king.
remarkable individuals.
Yeah, that all love each other.
Sproigins can charm and entertain all the people, and Skadi can show them how to be more in tune with nature. Hara.
She could murder all.
Yeah.
Literally lead the soldiers.
The spire, the worm, the knight, they're gone.
Shit. Okay. Settle down. Hear me out. You put your orange juice down.
I did.
Okay. How about this? Glory fell. Back to its original position. Spire's done. Death Knight's done. Your worms that you're infatuated with are done. Everything's done and everything's great, right? Bard College. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your boy opens a Bard College.
In the glory fell.
That's right. Teaching all the badass elves, the like super old fucking elves, how to do like poems and like how to talk shit and read books and stuff, and like how to do parties on the side, and like probably find people that can actually sing and like have them also teach. But have Skadi teach like druid stuff, like nature. And
So you're confident at least that the...
And then Hara can teach the soldiers, and you can open your own college, studies on deities, studies on martial fighting, and studies on how to be an angel baby, and lectures on king stuff. What about that?
Just 1 second. I have to fall out. And you see him get up and begin to walk away from the table.
I mean, he's gonna go take a shit.
I guess that was a kind of a weird transition. I mean, we're just talking about big things, and he's like, "I gotta poop." You know,
It's probably the orange juice. Just goes right through him.
Are the girls still sleeping? This is.
Y'all are just
we
doing
need a whole
like
4
that.
hours more than
Yeah,
you.
that early morning cabin talk over
Yeah.
a cup of Joe. Lake looks good today.
You know, it's pretty brisk.
Yeah.
I like how brisk it is.
Probably some nibbles later.
I think I might catch up on my Kindle book.
Skadi, you were awoken to the sound of knocking on your door.
Now we get back into the remonetization.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna like. How long have I been asleep? Like 5 hours, I assume?
Yeah.
Open it.
Letus is standing there in front of you. I'm sorry. I did mean to wake you. I didn't mean to wake you, though. I've woken you. And, So, there's a death knight. Nope. So the thing about orange juice is that if you have enough of it, it gets acidic.
It's actually correct. Both statements.
And then he reaches out and goes to kiss you.
Charisma saving throw.
Okay. Yep.
So he gives you a deep, long kiss and pulls you in close.
Roll a performance check.
Angel baby.
And then steps away. I'm sorry to have woken you. I would like you to marry me at some point. If you want to go to sleep now, that would make a lot of sense. And then he disappears down the hallway and...
It's fine.
No, I didn't pass out.
Okay.
She vomits.
Yeah, right at Angel mouth.
No, I passed my con saving throw.
I'm sorry if I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
Would you like some orange juice? I'm just very thirsty all of a sudden. Skadi of color.
Oh my god. So Dari, clip it.
Do it.
Jin, what the fuck?
Just fucking hit the BRB button. That's all we gotta do.
Yeah, just Michael Scott the shit out of that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Leaders of Esterlin.
Aaron?
Yep.
Nope.
That's his
That's
last name, but
right.
he's on Esterlin. So, like,
I mean, sorry, that's where Kala is.
that is where Colin.
Confusing times we live in. How do you conjure this molding? It's very hot. Very hot in here.
So how did
Are you bothered by it? It's very hot.
No, I don't get bothered by the heat anymore.
That makes sense.
I can, like, literally swim in lava now. So,
Oh,
mhm.
Okay.
Um,
Can you stand the heat?
So Dari, clip it.
Just leans up against the wall. Kind of
Leaders, it's been
1 week since I've looked at you.
Oh god.
That's true.
So Dari.
I want to just point something out to you. So, like, Walker has diamonds in his pockets.
Well, I'm not a rich man.
Do
but
you want to buy me rockets?
Okay. Well, I don't know what that is. If it's a drug of some kind, I feel we should save that for another time, maybe.
He's just giving in right away.
Wow.
Okay. So here's actually what I have to say right now in my... Still pretty sure I'm asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm asleep. So, it's been... We don't wear watches here. 12 hours, we'll say.
Sure.
And you proposed.
I did.
Taking it back.
I sort of did that as well, yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Checks out.
Yep. Then woken me up, kissed me, said you wanted to marry me again eventually, and now you're being weird.
What's weird about
Yep.
it?
I would like to think that Walker and I are staring out the kitchen door, looking up. Can't hear anything.
I answered you right away this morning, and then you told me that you were going to give me time to think about it.
Yep. That is what I said.
I'm just going to need a little bit of time right now to think about it.
That makes sense.
And you need to let me know at least, I mean, because change at any time when I wake up from a full night's sleep if you've changed your mind again or not.
No.
Well,
Yeah, definitely. That's perfectly reasonable, and I am going to let you think about that as you finish up your rest that I so rudely interrupted.
didn't rudely interrupt.
It would go against the code of conduct for standard etiquette of a gentleman, but I appreciate the concession.
I would like to tell you maybe.
All right.
Please stop being weird.
I'm gonna go.
Walker and I both duck our heads back in the kitchen.
Yeah. He comes down. That was relieving.
Do you do it in your room or in the training room?
Just in the hallway.
Lead us.
We're getting savage.
Angels don't shit in the hallway.
So what do you
Angels
know
shit in the
about
outfield.
a rocket?
Raucous?
Rockets.
A ruckus.
Rockets.
I think it's
Right.
draconian.
No,
I think I know draconian.
I speak that. That's definitely not.
Maybe it's a rockets.
No. Oh, no. There's a game that we played in well, other people played it. I drank under the bleachers. So, check this out. It was a game. Okay, it was there's a corked bottom and it had feathers on it. They called it a shuttlecock. Right? Okay. But so there was a net and they used a racket. Both of them had a racket.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
A rocket.
Did she want to play badminton with you?
Maybe.
Badminton.
How much does it cost? Is it worth several diamonds, maybe?
Oh God, no. That was just a thing they did in the out in the fields at school.
So how many badmintons could you buy with if you had several diamonds in your pocket?
Probably just a shitload.
Maybe badminton could be the official game of the Gloryfell.
You know what? I think next time I put the mansion up,
Yeah.
training room gone, badminton courts in there,
I'd like to play this game.
shuttle that cock all around.
Demonetized.
Yes.
We've never been
I will have
monetized.
to look into this.
But other than that, I have no idea what a rocket is. I imagine she probably meant racket.
No.
Either that, the Thieves Guild. That's a racket.
At this point in time, Letus is kind of just looking at you all confused and panicked now. And you see Dagalon cross across the dining room entryway.
Oh, hey, Dagalon.
Good
We're just,
morning to you.
we're just some bros in here talking about love.
Yeah.
I will join you in just a moment.
Just don't do it in the hallway. Just go do it in the training room.
Yeah.
No,
That's
You get this.
We're
Listen,
better.
I'm gonna need to.
I will not. I don't know what you're talking about, but
we're better people than that.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna need
just-
to change this whole mansion.
I feel like I did not expand the full breadth of my purpose for being here last night.
Okay.
Right.
I'd like to say good morning to my daughter. And he begins walking past.
Oh, he's just a not gonna come in kind of guy.
Well, I mean, no one's responding at Hara's room.
And
She might be
eventually you hear, "Oh no!" Dagalon comes running down.
What the hell is going on?
Your mansion is under attack by goblins.
No, it's not. It's just Prick. He's our goblin friend. Why? What was he doing? Is he just asleep? Wait, did you murder him?
And that's where we'll leave it.
Also, officially, you said it. Officially, the shortest
yeah.
distance travel. Because at least last time we'd like
Least
walked around the
distance.
Lich's lair.
Oh yeah,
We didn't
literally
leave the
just
mansion.
We didn't even make it to breakfast.
No, we didn't even make it to breakfast. Literally made it from the door
What I
back.
said,
We're number
I-
one.
I
We're
told
number
y'all
one.
Monday to Fridays we weren't gonna make it. Yes, that was a great episode of Dungeons and Dragons.
Fun.
That was a great and wildly entertaining time. I'm very happy we did almost all of that.
Just a couple bros talking about
Just talking about love.
That was
Just drinking the OJ and loving it up and
Just-
just fucking...
kicking back, just chatting about the heart.
Chatting about.
Absolutely enjoyed every minute of it.
Chatting about
Hopefully
our
you
heart
guys did as well. Make sure that before we take off, you throw that follow in there, throw that Twitch Prime subscription in there, or get all of those cool emotes. And
Yeah,
hit us
also,
with that
just-
subscription.
This is like every other session for us. Sometimes we fight things and it's like cool Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
But otherwise
this is
it's
honestly
just
my
like
favorite Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons.
yeah, this
to be
is our
totally
favorite.
honest
If
with
you don't mind a couple, just some like people hanging around like
That's pretty much
being
what it is,
just a
yeah.
bunch of ding dongs,
Talking about love.
and literally
The
not going anywhere.
the conversations were a lot less awkward.
No, they weren't.
Not leaders.
yeah, I
No
don't
way.
think
that
No,
was
they
a-
were meta awkward. Whereas like last week,
Everybody
they were
roll
just
some
awkward.
dice so it makes people feel like they watch Dungeons. Shit, I rolled a 1.
Well, you know, that's a thing.
3.
Wait,
got
can
a
I get
one.
Bell's 20? Didn't get Bell's 20.
I got an at
Double
20.
All right, put them 20s in chat.
Put the 20s in it. Yeah, we got the 20s. Hey, you guys, thank you.
Also 20.
Multiple 20s.
I got a 20.
Yes.
Wait, how many dice are we rolling? Like just a shit?
I mean, I
did
rolled
5.
5,
Okay.
and I got 120.
Natty
So-
one.
That's a
Oh, I
thing.
got 2.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We're going to go ahead and rate it forward and check out Encounter Roleplay. They got some cool, fun stuff going on. We're going to say what's up to them. Throw your 20s up in their chat. And or the Walker Faces if you prefer, because I'm also a Walker Face guy. You know what I mean?
I'm like a skin force.
Do what you do. We need
We need to make
we need some consistency is what we need. You guys have been fantastic. Do stick around, show Encounter Roleplay some love. And until we see you next time, party on.
Bye.